What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I got to have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me? This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later.
You're on mute.
I'm muted. My bad. What's going on? This is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to hold us down. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of After Hours, Friday night. That means we're leaving it all on the table because we got a few days off. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, friends and family? How y'all feel?
Shout out to the South Carolina Gamecocks. Don Staley holding it down for the Blackity Blacks.
I don't know if there's anybody that actually.
It's like a sentiment, like when South Carolina at LSU play anybody else in the tournament. It's like the blacks versus the whites. That's like the feel, like the basketball. Y'all don't watch women's college basketball. That's like the feel when those two schools play anybody else. Because Connecticut, it's like, what's the name? Gino Oriema. It's a whole bunch of white girls that hoop. In South Carolina, it's the blacks.
Do we really care? Does anybody else besides Q Diddy care about women's?
Somebody said QQ was right.
Women's college basketball.
The blacks just put belt to ass on them white girls.
Does anybody else care about women's college basketball besides?
This is sad. This is sad. I'll care about women's volleyball, softball, basketball. Women, it's entertaining.
What is?
The only thing entertaining about men is football. Everything else, y'all can have it. Fuck the NBA. I don't even care. I just talk shit to y'all niggas because OKC is running it up. But that's the only thing that the men got over the women right now is this football. I don't watch baseball, but I will watch softball.
Well, apparently you are the only one that cares about it. I don't see any kind of reply whatsoever from anybody else about it. How's everybody else's day doing?
Great.
It's going good.
Well,
Service is nervous. Kim smoke bacon. Molly looked like she in the bathroom at St. James Baptist Church.
Is it bad?
Brittany's service looked regular to me.
Oh man, I just fled.
Well, here in Detroit, Michigan, it was probably the littest day, if you want to say that, littest day of the year so far. Downtown was out of control because of Tigers opening day. Tigers opening day is almost like it's like a rite of passage here in Detroit. The whole city kind of shut down. All of the white people and the black people seem like they all call off work and everybody hit the streets and they shut down the streets and everything is popping off. So the city was pretty crazy today. The weather was great. and it was popping today. So it was a lot going on in the city here.
We got tornado sirens going off right now.
You said what now?
We got tornado sirens going off right now.
How can y'all live in Oklahoma City? I honestly, like, I don't even know how y'all can live in it outside of being born in it, and you just wind up sticking around. Because it seemed like
it's
y'all
slow
always
motion.
Got tornado siren going on.
Man, but it's just like we know what part of the city like not to live in. Like up north, like it's too populated where I live for like a tornado to actually like, it has to like land over like open land, and it just kind of goes into like the populated area. But it don't come this way. But I can still hear the sirens.
I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it, bro. I don't know how y'all do it.
I don't either. Those sirens are scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, I lived in Houston, and when I lived in Houston, I freaking was in a hurricane, and I didn't have power for like 2 weeks. Nigga, I ran out of gas trying to get gas. Nigga, I was on the floor of Verizon wireless trying to charge my damn phone. Like, fuck a hurricane.
What's the most ideal place to live if y'all could live anywhere?
Right now, for me?
Yes.
Austin, Texas.
Why?
Because I'm a Longhorn fan, and it's up, and they ain't struggling, and it's a nice little mixture of liberals and conservatives all in one melting pot. But mainly just because I'm a Longhorns fan.
Anybody else?
I'll stick with Houston.
Why?
Because it's home, because I like the food, because I like the people. It's home.
Anybody else?
Kim lives in one of the richest Black people communities in America. Is probably why she want to stay. She don't really live in Houston. She lying. Yeah. She is a liar.
I really like Michigan. I like Detroit. The only thing, because I feel like every single city in every part of the country has some drawbacks, some like benefits and pros and cons. So no place is absolutely perfect, right? Unless maybe you go to San Diego, right? Like outside of the cost.
Then it's California though. Like, do you want to deal with California?
That's the drawback, right? That's the one drawback. But
they don't got
outside of that,
bro.
San Diego is probably the most perfect place in the US.
I'll be watching like those little YouTube channels on houses I can't afford, and like they always in California, and them niggas like be having like big old like sliding doors to their whole living room, and I'm like, how the fuck can you leave that door open? And I guess they don't got bugs in California or some shit.
It's not the same. So like if you think about, that's the one thing about the South, is that the South has a ferocious bug problem.
Nigga, I was asleep last night and I just saw a spider crawling my fucking ceiling like you can't die. Like you can't die, nigga. Like shit.
Does Houston have those big old water bugs? Do y'all get those water bugs?
Yes.
Yeah, those are the worst. Those I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of those.
In the last few years, like, because when I see one in the house, I'm ready to just burn everything down.
Me too. Those are the worst. I'm not afraid of spiders as much as those. I don't know why I'm afraid of those, but they're so big and sometimes they fly. I can't do those.
Kim saved me from getting ate up one night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Kim called me, and I woke up, and then we was FaceTiming, and then 10 minutes later, nigga, a black widow just like came straight down off the ceiling, nigga, in my face. like what the fuck, bro?
Y'all got I think y'all got a roach problem, bro. Like,
nigga, I ain't never. If you dirty, I guess so. Nigga,
no.
I ain't never seen.
It ain't got nothing to do with being. It don't have nothing to do with being dirty.
Roaches, like, nigga, my refrigerator got zero food in it. They ain't got shit to eat over here.
It has nothing to do with being dirty.
They need to eat food. It's crumbs.
The South. They have flying roaches.
They got flying roaches.
They got flying spiders too, nigga. When them motherfuckers jump up and shit.
Yeah.
They have flying roaches, and they don't like they be out in the streets, like they out regular, like regular people.
Yeah.
Huge.
And it ain't got nothing to do with like the house or nothing. Like that's the one reason why I just couldn't live in like I just couldn't do it, man. Y'all got a rodent problem, and it's partly because y'all don't get no snow to cleanse it, but then y'all got a lot of humidity. Y'all got a lot of humidity, and it's just like, y'all got some problems down there, bro.
A lot of woods.
It's the trees and the greenery that attracts that stuff. That's what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's pretty, like the greenery is pretty, but I remember when I first moved to Atlanta from Phoenix, and I drove out here by myself, and I stopped in like I had to go through Mississippi, and literally that's when I was like, do I really want to live in the South? Because just at the gas station, there was like these big old like grasshopper, but they were huge. And I literally was like, am I making a mistake by moving out here? Because I wasn't used to the bugs like that. So I'm like, this is,
yeah, it's easy and stuff like that. Now, I would give up the humidity because I can't stand to straighten my hair. And it just, I'm thinking I'm cute and I pass by something reflective and I got a fro going on. That's irritating.
Yeah, y'all got some problems. Y'all got gators in Florida. It's a lot of problems. Y'all get hurricanes.
That's food. I don't know what you're talking about, but
they get hurricanes down south a lot, and like
the weather is so nice when the hurricane is on its way.
I would move back to Phoenix. The only drawback is the summertime, like the heat.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't even say no space, nothing. That it ain't something wrong at all of these places, man.
Yeah.
How you give you? How can you? It's like you can't protect yourself against the summer.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be 114, 117, like
ridiculous.
Deal with that.
And then people like say, "Oh,
and the water."
I prefer dry.
Y'all don't have no water. Y'all got water problems.
Man, but who wants to deal with the extreme cold like y'all do? Like
that's true too.
The other day they said y'all gonna get some snow up north. I said, nigga, where? What?
Yeah, if you all the way up in the Upper Peninsula, we're not getting snow in Detroit or nothing in the city or Cleveland or nothing like that.
Detroit don't get snow?
We're not getting it now. Like he's saying, he was looking at it the other day and he said that we was getting snow now. Like if you getting it up in Marquette or something like that, like then yeah, like closer to Canada, but that's not true. That's not accurate. So
anywhere where there's extreme winters, fuck y'all.
Well, we have a greater population than y'all, so obviously more people prefer to be here than be in Oklahoma.
I don't believe in that. People come here in droves to retire, so don't do that. No one's coming.
Yeah, they come here in droves to retire when they don't have anything else to do and life is over and they're dying.
When life is chill and cheap and ain't nobody dying and get killed in the streets. We ain't got to fight freaking snowmageddons. Yep, facts.
So basically,
you're not doing this tonight, Anton. I freaking got some sleep, nigga. I got some Red Bull. I don't got to go to work tomorrow, nigga. It's up.
Well, considering that you lied about clean takeovers yesterday,
you had to go to the deep dark end of Tulsa, Oklahoma 3 months ago. It's crazy.
No, I did not. I pulled it up.
They got it up out of there the next day, nigga. They got a task force, nigga, like in 24 hours. You know, when niggas get a task force, it's a wrap.
No, I pulled it up.
We're gonna get an Anton task force, nigga. We're gonna be Quentin.com.
I have plenty of videos and plenty of ammunition. Y'all, you wanted to divert it against it, so. But considering that we were talking about poverty, well, not poverty, I was talking about poverty in Oklahoma City, but poverty or weather and the perfect places to live. I was scrolling through and I was about to do a reaction video to it, but I didn't, and I plan on doing one tomorrow. But I want to get y'all thoughts on this video really quickly. Well, actually, you know what? Let me read some of these super chats and then we're going to get to it. So first of all, shout out to the chat. Salute to y'all. Shout out to y'all from kicking it with us tonight. Comment says, hey, Anton, I'm in school for quant finance and never felt so attacked when you said, if you're a quant, stay in your lane, but it's facts. People naturally navigate or gravitate towards me when I'm myself. Salute. Yeah, I think that people should just be authentically themselves. Just be you. You ain't got to try to be nobody else. It's only one you, and that's dope. That guy Smitty says USC. I don't know about that. Maybe that's a female thing. that he's rooting for a female team. Kai says, how much time y'all think Pooh should do? I don't think they should let that nigga out.
I think they should charge it to the game and let that nigga back out.
Too many chances, bro. Too many chances. Rilo G, we going to get to that tonight too. Sweating heavy right now, but excited. Just put all of my life savings on UConn to win it all. Yeah, right.
And then they got their ass kicked, nigga.
Construct Icon says, cut clean like a laser or be sharper than a razor. Money gets funny, but support a bag chaser. Don't forget them hats, but Slimmy wears them blazers. Yeah, shout out to Construct Icon. Rome says, lived in San Diego 10 years when I was in the Navy, and yes, a beautiful, beautiful city. Expensive, all that, but what people don't talk about is the lack of cultural things like R&B clubs, hip hop, and cultural centric in general. I don't need no R&B club.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm good on the R&B club.
Facts.
Rome says, now if you're in the beach life hiking and whitewashed bars, then it's cool. And they slap luxury apartment on anything because a palm tree in the background. So it's overpriced. Don't be nothing. Look like you need to go to the hood, Rome. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Tory Lanez got a new project. Check it out. Yeah, I seen that dropped on Apple Music. Kai says, why not let him out? He robbed Gucci, not someone's grandma. Pooh gonna get 30 in that on the light side. Man, throwing your whole life away. We'll get to that. But anyway, so I'm browsing on the internet. And I see, let me see if I can pull it up. And I see several different videos hit my algorithm about this. Let me see if I can share it with y'all.
The South makes people just wait to die. And I don't mean that in like a depressed, like, oh, I'm going to kill myself sense. No, I mean, like, there's nothing there for them. Like, from buildings to life experiences to hospitals, there's just nothing there. They are simply waiting every day for death to come take them. There's no eventfulness. There's no fun. It's you wake up and just exist. Painfully, brutally, and isolated with nothing but the community that you have. And then once that community's gone, it's just you waiting to die because there's such a lack of investment that people understand in cities. In cities, you get stimulation, you get faces, you get things. That's not a thing in the rural South that people don't understand.
So I seen that one, and then I seen another one pop up on my timeline, and I'm gonna share that one with you also. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again.
And being poor in the South or a red state is completely different from being poor in the North or a blue state. And I had to learn this as somebody who moved from the South to the North. I didn't realize when I was in the ghettos of the North when I was, because their ghettos were nicer than my well-off existence in my state that I came from. Just off of geography alone, the projects were worth more than my suburban house in the metro Atlanta area. And so even what is listed as lower class or poverty in the North, I came to realize was at the baseline of what was success in the South, especially when you add into the fact that the North has a lot of major cities. I was raised around a major city. I was raised in Atlanta. But in the North, you have access to cities that are capital cities. These cities are known for their money making. These are money cities, whether it's New York City, whether it's Boston, wherever you are at in the East Coast upper level. Even
I'm gonna just leave it at that because this is a little bit longer of a video. Because this is like 3 minutes long or whatever. But I ran across a bunch of videos where people were comparing poverty in the South versus poverty in the North. And they were saying that poverty in the South is a different type of poor. Like when you go to visit the South and you go and visit and you see what poverty looks like in the South, it's almost like you waiting to die. There's no opportunity. And it's like, they say it's almost like you going back in time when you start to experience what poverty looks like in the South. What do y'all think about that?
I think you're biased.
I'm biased.
I think you're biased, and I think you did a bang up job Googling and studying this before you came on the stream to big up the North over the South. Then go to
I'm biased because my algorithm recommended me videos of people. Okay.
If you would have sent us beforehand, I would have been able to have my little screenshots that we were better down south. But it's all
You
good.
don't even consider yourself in the South. What are you talking about?
I'm central.
So you're not in the South.
I like them better than the people up north. They're nicer.
So you looking at this from the lens of an outsider looking in on both regions.
Yeah, I've been up north and up south, and generally speaking, people down
No
south are
such thing as
nicer.
up south, but okay.
I've been up south and down north, and generally speaking, down north is the nicer.
What?
I'm kidding. Let's keep it on topic. I just you try to debo the people in the South, and I don't like what you're doing to the people.
What is there? What am I doing? I'm just having a conversation. I introduced the subject.
Let me do some Googling to debunk your nonsense, and I'll be back.
I did Google. It's not looking good. So
thank you for saving my time.
Well, yeah, I really did. So, well, the thing is that I think they're talking about rural South, and I can't really speak to that because I'm from a city. So there's a lot that I don't know that I haven't been exposed to in that regard. I don't think that anybody north or south is like, well, my poor is better than your poor. It's all broke. Like, and ain't nobody trying to be broke north, south, east, or west. But what I did see is that it says like in the South, there's essentially it's just worse off from birth. Like there's lower it says lower quality prenatal health care, higher infant mortality rates, and a higher percentage of babies born into low-income households. So all of that is just kind of it's a bad start, basically. But again, I think that it's more talking about the rural areas because I don't see that. So I can only speak to what Google tells me.
But you travel a lot, so you've seen a lot.
I'm not going to the hood either.
Well, not necessarily in the hood. Poor don't have to necessarily be the hood, though, right?
I mean, if you really want to talk about it, the most homeless I've seen or unhoused has been like West Coast. It doesn't look like that, let's say in Houston or other places in the South that I've been. So I see that in other places, in New York, for example, or LA. So
but is being homeless in LA even close to being relatable to being poor in the South is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, you want to take Mississippi, right? And being poor in Mississippi has to be way worse than being homeless in LA.
I don't know that homeless anywhere is going to be better than being lower income.
I think so. And the reason that I say that is because
then low.
A lot of times people stay on the street out on the West Coast because they don't want to be told what to do, and they don't even care about the fact that they have to abide by certain rules in order to get shelter and all of that other stuff, right? And so a lot of those people, they choose to stay out there. Like I've seen people move to Texas. Like, you know how they used to say, don't California my Texas, when a lot of people was making a lot of money when they were selling their properties, and then they would move over to Texas. And a lot of people say, well, don't bring your voting patterns over here. A lot of those same people got way more house in Texas, and they still moved back to California because they said that the culture and the environment and the weather was just way better. And so they was willing to take less and be subjected to more. And I don't know what that is. Like Californians are a different group of people. Like they are willing to suffer to just be in California weather versus having more dealing with, because they dollar stretch further going into the South. So there's people that they can have a better life. They can move to a different place. I've seen engineers move out to California and live in a car until they're able to get stable homes because the cost of living may be a little bit more, but they'd rather be poorer on the West than being, a little bit more stable living down South is what I'm saying.
But I think that, that's all dependent on who you talk to, because I talk to people obviously all the time on the plains who have made that move. They appreciate the space to move around. They appreciate the nicer people, the better food. These are words that they're using, not words that I'm putting in their mouths. Yeah, the summer's brutal, but realistically, as an adult, you go from air conditioning to air conditioning. We're not really just hanging out outside like playing tag.
Facts.
But hold on, let me say this too. The reason why I don't like the way this conversation is going is because the reason why I don't like the way this conversation is going, Kim and I, chemical
reaction today.
The reason why I don't like the way this conversation is going is because, and I said this the last time I was talking to 2K, it's two different Souths. Like y'all actually it's like three different South. Like
the Mississippi and Alabama is down bad.
Right. The Mississippi, Alabama South is different than a Texas South, which is different than a Florida South, and which is different than an Atlanta South. And it's almost like y'all need to divide the region, because the South that I'm talking about is Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. And the South you may be talking about might be Houston, Dallas, Austin.
Right. It's all city. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the country, but the times that I have spent in the country, I've noticed that the people are more incentivized to be closer together. There's more of a community feel to me. Like they take care of each other. They are the old school way of, policing your children. Like I saw your kid acting up and I snatched him, but I don't feel like that's a North thing. So I think more than anything, it's just like, they may be living maybe in conditions that aren't preferable, but they still have the cultural part of it that maybe other people don't have.
Because
I think the realness of the South. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You said what, Brittany?
I think the realness of the South does make it seem more poor. Like if you go to the West Coast, like you said, a lot of the time, them sleeping outside, it's more accessibility to things. You know what I mean? Like you can get to a store around the corner. You're just sleeping outside. But if you're in the South, like Macon, like I was telling you last time, like in Macon, it's like kind of piss poor. Like it's very just run down, old shacks, dirt roads type thing. And even like in Alabama, it could be the same exact way. And you won't even get to the next house sometimes till a couple of miles away. So I think that it just looks different. It's still poor nonetheless, but I think that it just looks different. And it does, to me, visually look worse in the South than on like the West Coast.
Man, I went and visited when I was a kid. I went back to where my great grandparents and my grandparents was from and stuff. And Dawson, Georgia, man, I was like, get me the fuck up out of here, bro. I'd rather go back to the hood. And this is how, hold on. This is how I know that it's different. Because we didn't even really, like, when you grew up in the hood, I know in Detroit, when you grew up in the hood before social media and stuff, we didn't know that we was poor. Like we thought that we were middle class, which I guess technically we were like lower middle class, but we kind of thought that like you didn't really know that you was poor because everybody was kind of in the same space. But like in the South, you poor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we was in the hood and we didn't know it was as bad as it was because we always knew that it was like projects over there and Herman Gardens was over here and stuff like that. When I was a kid and we went down, we stayed in Atlanta and then we drove over to Dawson, Georgia the next day. And it was like, y'all can stay with us. And I was like, man, get me the fuck up out of here, bro. Like I'm never, ever. And I told my parents that, I said, man, you ain't never got to worry about me trying to come back here, trying to figure it out. None of that stuff. I said, take me back to the D. I'm good. And I learned to appreciate, I learned to appreciate life differently because the houses was on like the stilts, not like high in the air, but you know how it be on bricks and stuff like that. It was it was that. It was humid. It was humid when you was in there. Like it was like wood floors. It wasn't like the wood we got. It was like real wood, and you kept doing like this because bugs and mosquitoes and shit. I was like, man, get me out of here, bro. Get me out of here. I did not want no parts of that. I didn't want. I was straight.
Okay, tell me this: would you rather be homeless in the South or the North?
North.
Okay, you're biased. So you don't freeze to death. I'd rather be hot as hell, sweating my balls off, homeless than freezing to death. It's crazy.
Homeless here. They be getting to it, bro. Like they figure that shit out. I know because I kick it with them every day. Like I stop by every day and I check on them. One of my passion projects has always been homelessness. So that's kind of been a thing for me to always help and provide and do what I can for people that may be less fortunate. A lot of these motherfuckers is on the street. They on the street because they like to be out here, bro. Like they don't want to be told what to do. Man, they'll cuss you out. Like they kind of bougie on their home. I'm telling you, bro, they bougie on their homelessness a little bit. And I'm like, sometimes you get mad at them, like, bro, you know you ain't got shit, right? Bro, when you go down south in the port, like if you look at poorness, like homeless here, right? It's homeless, but it's kind of mixed in. And that's what I was saying about the West. It's mixed in. Like you're gonna have homeless and you're gonna have motherfuckers that's doing really well. When you go over to Mobile, Alabama,
nigga.
It's poor, nigga. It's poor. Everything is poor for miles and miles and miles. Like it's poor for a long time until you get to the non-poorish part, and then you try to figure it out. Like you got to drive some miles in order to get past the poor.
That nigga said
I'm telling you, bro, it's just a different type of poor.
I think that there's a difference between low income and poor, right? Like you can not make a lot of money and still make things work. If you're poor, that's a state of mind and you are just downtrodden. That can be anywhere. Let's not forget that California has places like Chowchilla and Fresno, like places outside of the big cities that
Fresno ain't the same as
Mobile.
Listen,
you see Brittany's face. So I mean, we're talking about places that you've been. Are we not going to talk about Flint? I mean, what is that?
I've been up there.
Y'all niggas can't even get water right.
No, that's not true, and you're wrong because there are actually really good, dope places and prosperous places, including Davison, that's right next to Flint. And it's some dope places, and it's some really nice places up in Flint itself.
Really nice places to all the ghetto places.
Hold on.
Talk about adjacent.
But see, this is the difference. You speaking on something that you think you've seen that's been marketed to you from the media.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen poor. I haven't seen in my life. I haven't seen it.
Come on, man. You ain't that far removed. Stop.
I haven't seen poor. Like I haven't seen.
I know you cosplaying like you've never ever seen a hood before. Stop, bro. Stop.
Nigga, I saw the hood, but they weren't poor, nigga. It was houses there. Like that's not poor if you got a house.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Have you seen poverty?
No. You can say what like the ghetto where I go get bobos from. Them niggas is in houses and they've been there for 30 plus years, but it's kind of run down.
Well, you haven't seen poor just because they got a
nigga, they got a house is poor. I'm not saying that.
Anyways, like I was saying,
may not be a nice house, but they got a fucking house.
Flint is not as poor as people try to make it out to be. You got to understand that. As a matter of fact, if you understand the history of it, then it'll better give you a picture. Flint was one of the most prosperous cities in the 70s and the 80s, especially during the auto manufacturing boom, because they had all of the jobs up north. Flint was booming. They failed when it came to infrastructure, as far as updating their infrastructure, when jobs started to leave the north because the big three started to get more competition from Japanese automakers and then obviously German automakers. And so that's how I know people don't truly understand it. And it is really nice places. It's dope places. And just like everywhere else, it's the hood up there too, but it's more hood now than ever before because it hasn't been a replacement of the jobs. So when we talking about poverty, it's not the same, bro. It's really not the same. And you can't compare Flint to a Mobile, Alabama, because Mobile, Alabama never had no money. They never had no prosperity. They never was running up a bag. And their poverty is different than the poverty in the hood. It's not the same, bro.
I don't know. I've seen where, let's say in New York, for example, there was a model living in this apartment and she lived with cat-sized rats. Like they lived in her apartment with her. And she was like, it's just a way of life. This is just how it is. We're not doing that. We're not living with the rats in the house.
What do you think they're living with in Mississippi? They living with fucking gators and lizards.
Well, we just sit up here and let Anton just like run his mouth and like unchecked, but it says that Flint is more their poverty rate is higher than Mobile, Alabama. So just saying.
Okay.
You're not just gonna sit here and talk, nigga. We on your ass tonight, nigga.
It is some nice places in Flint, though.
Mobile is like they got like an Air Force base there and stuff. Like it's not that bad.
Again, I've actually visited these places and I've actually seen it with my own eyes and compare and contrast. And I actually got videos, old videos on my channel showing. 40%, I'm sorry, give me a second. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Showing both the good and the bad, and there's still a lot of jobs up in Flint where people are making more than $100,000 a year just working at General Motors. So those plants, some of those plants still exist, and it's a lot of people that's still getting a lot of money up there. And so if you're comparing it, you have to actually use real life experiences, not just what you see on the internet. Yes, you do.
No, your real life experience is a feeling compared to numbers.
How is my real life experience of feeling when I went up there? You
feel like it's more poverty as opposed to I'm just looking at
the
poverty
nigga, I've seen it with my own eyes.
This place is worse.
Now you haven't seen any of it.
I don't care, Anton. The poverty rate in Mobile, Alabama is 20%, and Flint is 40%. What are you talking about?
It's harder to come up financially in the South than it is in the North.
So. I don't care. I'm looking at data.
Because
I'm not feeling it. It's not that I went somewhere and I feel this way. I'm looking at data, and you're not about to gaslight me. I hate that word, but
like I said, if you go down to these places and you go over to Alabama, and then you go up to Flint, it's a different type of poverty, and it almost reminds you of what Quentin does right now because he don't like the way that things went yesterday, so he's really engaged.
What does that have to do with yesterday?
But we gonna get there because he didn't like that way that show started off yesterday. But it's kind of like watching basketball or watching football, right? If you just looking at what Skip Bayless says, or you looking at the plus minus differential, then you don't really know ball, right? But if you're watching a game, you can see, oh man, they double teaming him over here. Oh man, you know what? He just not finishing at the rim, but he getting loose. Like you can actually see the difference between somebody playing and seeing their effectiveness versus just reading a stat sheet. And this is the difference between people that actually see it with their own eyes and talk to the people and go and visit these places versus a person that's just going and looking at the stat sheet. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. And if you go to these places in the South, right? Even the place where my grandparents is from, I would never fucking go there. I would never live there.
I have a rebuttal for the scene over the stat shit. I saw Michael Jordan score 50 points. The stat sheet said he's fucking shot 50 shots to get it. It's not the same.
What?
I said I saw with my eyes Michael Jordan scored 50 points. Looks great. It's 50 points, but the stat sheet shows that he shot 50 times.
I'm not getting the correlation. Break it down for me.
You got it.
No, break it down for me. What does that mean? In the context of this conversation, what does that mean?
Well, you
keep
saying
don't cut your
You keep acting like this because you saw some shit. Like seeing is the ultimate over like the stats. Like, no, stats are stats. I don't care what you saw.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Like you bring your feelings in the play when you see things.
Let me ask you a question.
Look at numbers. There's no feelings in numbers.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't care about your feelings.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, it does matter. Let me ask you a question. Okay. Is there a difference between Wemby's 41 that he just scored the other day and Bam's 83?
Yes.
What's the difference?
Maybe their competition, I would say. Who
No.
they played, who he did it against.
No, that's a little part
that
of
was
it.
my answer. Well, tell me.
The difference is if you actually watch the game, you will see that he was really stat padding and he was doing everything he can to get it. He was going 1-on-4. He wasn't passing to his teammates. It wasn't in the flow of the game. It was that he was just trying to get the number. It's almost like a person missing on purpose in order to try to get the rebound so they can get a triple double. Now on the surface, a person that don't watch the game will just say, "Shit, Russell Westbrook had got another triple double." But if you watched the game and you knew that he threw it off the backboard and then went and caught his own rebound on purpose so that he could stat pad, it's a complete different than getting it in the flow.
But when I saw him 83, I went to the stat sheet and it said he shot like 40 free throws.
Hold on. Now, if you watch Wemby, he got it in the flow of the game. He got it in less than 3 quarters. He didn't exclude his teammates, and he stepped out of the game in which he could have probably put up way better numbers, but he came out of the game because it was a blowout, and he got it in the flow of the game. My point is that stats alone, without understanding the context and watching the game, will lead you to have really, really bad argument because you don't understand the context of the conversation, which is why most people don't understand ball. They don't understand basketball because they don't watch it. They watch the highlights. Hold on. They watch the highlights. And if you watch the highlights like they post on YouTube, the NBA and House of Highlights will post them on YouTube, they show all of the makes. They chop it up and they show all of the makes. They don't show the turnovers. They don't show the steals. They don't show the blocks. They don't show the missed shots. And they don't show the bad decision making. What you showing is the highlights. You don't understand the context.
Yeah, but the one thing that you're missing is that in those stats, you could tell that he was forcing it because he shot 80 shots, 40 free throws.
That's my point.
40 free throws, 40 shots.
So stats
you knew he didn't get that. You knew he didn't get that in the flow of the game. If you know,
but see, here's the point.
Just by looking,
most people won't say
about Michael Jordan 50.
Most people won't say that he shot.
Most
people won't say that he took 40 free throws, right? Let me really shit on Oklahoma City. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander 40 is different than a K.
Yeah, 20 free throws.
Hold on. A Shea Gilgeous-Alexander 40 is different than a K 40. You know why? Because K
20 free throws.
K will shoot 3 free throws. Shea will be trying to bait in order to try to get a free throw, and he's shooting 21 free throws.
Don't foul that.
It's a difference. But if you let people tell a story, they'll say, "Well, Shea had 40." Yeah, but the nigga wasn't getting it the right way, and we don't like watching him because he's not getting it in the flow of the game.
Nigga, I'm so spicy. Y'all niggas gotta foul me on the way to the cup.
No, he not.
No, he was flopping. And on top of it, a lot of teams complained, and for a few months he stopped going to the free throw line as much. But now they back to sending him to the free throw line. Y'all had lost some games within that time span too.
Yeah, 15 for the whole year is crazy.
Yeah, but y'all had only lost 2 for a long time, or 2 or 3. No, and then when they stopped calling all those fouls, y'all lost a few games, and then he got hurt.
But the point is that Q, looking at the stats, don't know how to dig into the stats to understand the context of it. There's a huge gap. When we say $100,000 a year, right? Bringing it back to the income. When we say, man, making $100,000 a year, you should be straight. Well, you can use that as a talking point if you're just talking in general. But $100,000 a year in Los Angeles is much different than $100,000 a year in Dallas, for example. It's not the same. We can use stats. We can do all of that. The cost of living in the Midwest is not the same as the cost of living in the South, depending on where you live, right? It's not the same. And so that's what I'm saying. If you're going to cite a stat, you got to add the context and understanding behind it. You can't just cite it alone.
That's not true.
It is true. Why is that not true?
I understand that stats can be misleading without context, but without stats, context is just your opinion.
I mean, he's been to Flint before.
Okay. I just
and it's being gentrified. It's poor, but it's money
the
there
fact
too.
that
It's a place you kind of got to visit it. It's certain
my
spots.
beautiful
Like,
best friend Bestie Kim brought up Flint. You know, your rebuttal was, well, there's this place called Davis next door. Like, you even talk about Flint.
Davison.
I understand, sir.
I don't know. There's a lot to be said for South, even kind of rural South. I have a house in what I would call rural because the next house is like a mile away, maybe a couple miles. Walmart is like, 30, 45 minutes away. The next town is an hour or so away, but whatever. But the air out there is clean. I look out, I see trees and grass, and it's great. Like, there are no street lights. So at night, you can't see your hand in front of your face, but I love it. Like, to escape the city, you don't even know how loud it is until you're in the quiet. Like, to be able to see all the stars, to see the world
nice, yeah.
made, like, that's something special. I don't know. I like it. I mean, I like the duality of it. I also like to be back in the city. I mean,
See, like I could deep dive into these stats and understand it completely, right? Like, I could look at it and it says, well, the Mobile, Alabama poverty rate is 25%. Well, they also have triple the amount of residents than Flint, right?
That's what I said.
So they have 182,000 people with a median household income of less than $50,000. Like, you can dig into the stats and you can start to really parse out the difference between what poverty looks like. And then you can say, oh, okay, well, Flint only got 65,000 residents. More than 60% of its population has left since the 70s, right? It's a gap. It's a huge difference. And when you compare and contrast, I could say, well, Detroit versus New York. Well, New York got 8.5 million people. Detroit has 700,000 people. You can start to go through the stats and parse it out to better understand exactly what it looks like. Why poverty in New York, and it requires for you to make a certain amount of money because they got 8 million people and their property taxes may be higher, but then the ownership rate is a lot lower and the quality of life is lower because they don't have home ownership. They don't have the opportunities, right? Then all of the people are renters. They have less jobs, but then at the same time, you don't have to own a car because of the public transportation, but the cost of living is different because the way that you get around may be different because everybody is catching the subway. That's what I'm saying by adding the context to better understand exactly what the numbers mean.
The South is more of a retirement for people that want to retire and settle down and be in the quiet areas. It's just harder, like you said, to survive.
I'll go a step further. The first thing that you hear from people a lot of times in the South, especially in Louisiana, is if you don't own a car, you fucked.
Well, it's more difficult for sure.
But that's the difference is if you don't own a car in New York, you're not fucked.
Maybe not, but still, let's say I have children. I'm not trying to raise them on concrete. Like, they need grass and sunshine to grow. Like, this is not.
Well, that's a preference. That's not poverty.
And
they
also,
hospitals are bad in Mississippi.
When it comes to percentages, like, that's already like sparsed out when it comes to numbers. So like your whole these people have less population than this people, that don't matter when it's a percentage.
Yes, it does. The population.
So, no, this percent of your two people is impoverished as opposed to this bigger amount. Like, they got more people. Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
So less people would make the poverty look worse.
In Louisiana, right. And there's no way for you to get around, and public transportation and the infrastructure is bad, versus not owning a car in New York. It's a huge difference. You cannot own a car in New York and have a better opportunity to pull yourself out of poverty because you still have access to be able to get to where you need to go and find a job without needing all of this in order to get yourself up or pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's my point.
And the first responders, the ambulance, they can get there to you faster in the city versus in a rural area. So, I mean, you have access to more things faster in the city than you do in the South. And if something breaks down, then you just, like Anton said, you just screwed.
Yeah, I even noticed that like the police, like if you go to certain parts of Georgia, like the country or areas outside of like Atlanta, you will notice that there's not even a lot of cops on the road. Like the cops aren't really, you know what I mean, like out like that. The hospitals are pretty far away from.
They be hiding in the bushes.
No, like I'm not, maybe closer to the highway, but like if you're in like the neighborhoods and stuff like that, I could be out there. I used to kind of be out there on the weekends, and I would be like, "Are there cops out here?" And like people, but because a lot of people carried their own, weapons, so they didn't always need police because people are allowed to protect their own homes. You know what I mean? Like people had guns, they would have signs like "stay off the property," stuff like that. So they didn't have a lot of police in certain parts of like the country or areas out in Georgia. Like that was something I noticed. And one day I asked the police officer, because we were at a gas station, and I asked the officer, and I was like, is it a lot of like police officers, like, in the neighborhood parts? And he was like, no, we don't, you know what I mean? Like people, he's the one that told me that people protect their own homes for the most part. So it depends on where you go, but it was closer to the Alabama line. So I was, but like in like the deeper neighborhoods, not close to the highway. So
my grandmother is from South Carolina, and there's one gas station with one gas pump. That's how country it is. Literally one.
South Carolina.
My country house is. There are no police. I've never seen a cop out there, but there's also nobody coming to break in. Like there's nobody coming to commit these crimes.
Where
are they?
They have a lot of drug addicts, like people that are on like, you know what I mean, like drugs out there that'll probably try to like.
They have a lot of drug addicts. People that are on like drugs.
I was gonna say
what the fuck?
I was gonna say a specific drug, but I was just like, I don't feel like saying that. But they'll like try to like rob people's houses and stuff like that. Like they'll steal from their mailboxes. They'll get packages delivered. They be taking their stuff. Like meth, basically, is a lot of, you know what I mean. Like if you go to like the country areas, a lot of people are on meth.
I think whatever works for you. But speaking on being homeless, I would rather be homeless in a major city, because I know that even if homeless people in the city, even if they overdose, they got straight up medical care right when they on scene faster. They could put that little pin up in you and you good. You're waking up. But in the country, you really are effed if you're homeless. You really have to figure it out. And I think that just depending on your lifestyle, whatever works for you, country versus city. But when it comes down to being at your lowest grade state of form, I think I'll take the city.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a lot of homeless country people just because of the culture. Like nobody's going to see you out there and be like, well, my cousin's homeless. They just live outside. People are going to take you in because there's more of a community feel to everything. Like, now,
I'm glad you said that. What you say?
Unless you're in Atlanta, then people walking straight over you if you a bum on the sidewalk.
That's city stuff, right? I'm talking about out in rural areas.
In the country, in rural areas, crime also it's underreported because there is no you understand. So you got to factor that in too. We automatic, and that's another thing when I'm saying about the stats. If certain things go underreported or there is no real documentation of it, then how can we then compare it to other places where they report and they capture all of the data and they capture all of the statistics?
How do we know that it's underreported and there's nothing to report? Like, how would you know the difference?
How would you know the difference if something is underreported? There's a doc here. I'm gonna pull up a documentary. I'm gonna send y'all to. Give me a second.
I know the crime has gotten really bad in Mississippi for sure over the years, because people from Memphis that migrated out there and they're now like shooting more so than they did in 2018.
I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I have the best of both worlds because I have my little country house and I live in the city.
This shit right here is poor.
Downtown Alligator, machinery took over. and so a lot of people left this region.
This shit is this is a different type of poor than LA poor.
You're the mayor here? Yes, I am. Shut down gas stations aside.
Look at this shit.
See?
Y'all not gonna sell me on the idea that it's better to be down. This poor is the same. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not gonna sit here and even go back and forth. But this nigga is trying to tell me that
you decide when you want to go back for, because Molly said the most egregious thing all night. She said there was one gas station with one gas pump in South Carolina.
No, in the particular city where my grandmother's from.
South Carolina, man.
She didn't say South Carolina. She lives in South Carolina right now.
She said one gas station, one pump in South Carolina.
She said where her people are from.
Where? Yes.
All right, so in comparison, I'm gonna pull up my video when I went to Flint.
This thing about to pull up the ritzy part.
I seen it with my eyes. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't see it. I was there.
I've been to Charleston, South Carolina. It was a pump every exit.
Oh. It's like 45 minutes outside of Augusta, Georgia.
I'm here.
This is Flint. Literally, I just started the video. This is different. You telling me you'd rather be in the South poor than right here?
Bring a mobile now.
No. Hold on. You told me to pull it up. Let's not
turn on that water. Turn on that water though.
Nope. Let's not skip past this.
Can we look at my video now from Flint?
Where's your video?
Right here.
Send it to me, and I'll pull it up.
One thing you ain't gonna do, but Anton is a real one. That nigga gonna stand for Michigan no matter what.
No, it just is what it is. I'll be up there all the time, and I document the shit, and I'll be up there.
You got people out here thinking they should move to Detroit tomorrow, my nigga.
Nigga, they got regular fucking Apple stores. They got all of the shit. It's not the same as poverty.
Here they have an Apple store. That's crazy.
No, what I'm saying is they have modern conveniences and shit up in Flint. That's not the same. Now I do be in the hood too. This is the hood in Flint. Technically, this hood is a different type of hood than the hood that I was showing with that other shit. It's not the same. That's what I'm saying. You got to go and see it for yourself and actually visit it, and you can understand it's a different type of, like when you down south in some of these places, bro.
Show the one that
you don't even want to get too far away from regular civilization because it's like, what the fuck is out here?
Show the one I just sent though.
What did you send? You texted it to me?
I did.
All right, I got you.
Why are you texting him?
How else was I supposed to get it there? You want me to airmail it? Like what?
All right, let me pull it up.
Dang, Texas lost to UCLA. I'm sad.
1 second. What the fuck are you doing in Flint anyway? No, this ain't your video.
My video. I'm saying the one that I pulled up.
No, I don't like this nigga. This Charlie Boy guy.
So we're not gonna look at it.
No, I'm not dealing with that.
Oh, okay, I want y'all to know
because
send it to me, Kimberly.
I actually went off on him one time because I was telling him that, like in real life, I was telling him that he don't show everything, only the parts that he want to show. Now we're not dealing with that. Give me a second.
I can't see it that good.
We can't see that.
He might be showing a certain part too that's like super poor. That's not really Flint.
Now you want to get rid of me because you don't want to talk about it.
Michigan is not that bad of a state compared to a lot of other states. Like even the ghettos, it's not that bad.
You see how you done made it to the bottom rung?
I'm all right. I can hold my own wherever I am.
Oh man. Oh man. Any other thoughts?
I'm gonna put that link to that video in my Insta stories.
We're gonna and by the way, I'm unfollowing Kim on Instagram. So
let's drop it.
Oh, All right, before we get to the relationship stuff and all of that,
Tornado just hit the airport. That's crazy.
Let me read some of the super chats, and then I got a question for y'all, a separate question. Rilo says, N-word UConn men's team, we will win.
He said N-word.
Because if I say, nigga, what you talking about? It's different than reading somebody else saying it. Like,
that's true.
You can't make me say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying it when I want to say it. So I'm gonna say N-word in this instance. Think First says the poorest, most unhappiest people I've met were in California, Detroit, and up north. What?
People are just like picking and choosing where they decide they want to pick their poor people from.
I don't understand how the sentence was like. I don't know how to read the sentence. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of a run-on sentence. Anyway, I'm from James Island, South Carolina. I've met a poor person here. What?
I've never met a
poor person here.
I've never met a poor person in LA either. They're like, what the fuck?
Kai says, is that a woman with a beard? What are you talking about?
In the video that you played, yes.
Oh, I didn't even look at it. I try not to judge people by their looks. I take in what they say. Chris Cunningham says, I've been in Texas for 2 years. Poverty in the South is wild, especially country poor. That guy Smitty says, here in South Carolina, actually, I think that like the Appalachian poor is poor.
Mm-hmm. That's like poverty times.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that become their cousins and they brothers and sisters.
It's a lot of incest in those areas. A lot of forefingers. That guy Smitty says, here in South Carolina, you get more for less, but there's a lot to offer. You have to travel more. I live in the capital. Chris Cunningham says, shout out to you. And I feel like y'all know each other in real life or something. Cuddy says, Kool-Aid, no sugar, cereal, and no milk. Yeah, Mark. Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. Saber Christ says, what up, everybody? Crash Out, Slimmy, Friendly Kimmy, Q Naw, and Simply Talk Brittany, Lex X, everybody, Anton Henley, Molly Messi. I might make garbage pail cards of y'all. His car washing detail service says Kim don't understand Arkansas is different.
Yeah,
I've never
poor.
been to Arkansas.
Arkansas is country poor.
I've never been to Arkansas, so I know. Nice. Not the town that the Walmart family is from though. So Flint, Detroit, and Haiti are in the same poverty, says Think First. Think First says statistics don't matter. Statistics don't matter? Remember that when you talk about black on black crime. I don't cite statistics when I talk on black crime. I've never cited statistics on black crime. So I will remember that. Think First. Brian Rock says everyone on the panel gets 71 cents. Cheers and happy Easter weekend. That's pretty dope.
I can get more with my 71 cents than they can because I'm in the South.
Or you have bigger boobs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 71 is not $5.
$4.90.
Shout out to my dog, Mr. Lot in the building. Says shout out to the panel. Anton, I tried hanging for opening day, but I grabbed some food and got out the way. Couldn't do it. Too many ninjas. It was a lot of people.
So is it just like a hangout, or do y'all really want to watch the baseball? Y'all just want to hang out?
Well, it's like, think of it like extreme tailgating.
Okay.
Like it's like parties everywhere.
So y'all just want to hang out. Got it.
Well, it's not just hanging out. It's like,
nigga, you said extreme tailgating. Tailgating is hanging out.
you're not hearing me, bro. Like you didn't hear the rest of it. Now, you know what? You got an argumentative spirit today, and that's okay.
He just needs to come to Detroit. Come to Detroit.
That's okay. I'm gonna let him get it.
I be seeing these OU fans and they extreme tailgating, hanging out before the
All right, you got it. I'm gonna just say you got it. I'm engaged though. I'm gonna kick your ass tonight. Shout out to Mr. Lott. We appreciate you for the 100 ball.
I have vodka tea.
That's why Jokic is an MVP. Easy.
Nope.
TJ
already
the
got more votes. He got 88 first place votes. The next person got like 9.
It's so crazy. Rita party so hard today. She in there knocked out.
I see. Rita be hanging out. I mean, she always out. That's crazy.
Rita be having a good life. She have a good time. TJ the Great says the homeless in New York only eat organic.
No, what did Juicy say? Organic.
Think First says Molly is lying. One gas station where in South Carolina.
See, I know she said that.
Show videos.
I'm not about to dox my family. Google it or go travel to the poor places.
404 says show videos of Compton and Watts. See, that's the thing. Compton and Watts. When I drove through some of those places, I was like, man, this ain't even the ghetto.
I got robbed in Compton. It's the ghetto.
No. I'm saying that the look of it, like it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, no.
It doesn't look like the hood of, like it doesn't look like the poor in the South, or it doesn't look like certain poverty places. Like it's still palm trees and shit out there.
Yeah, in fact.
Because it's luxury ghetto poverty.
Yeah, it's still palm trees and it's nice weather.
I think that's not it.
So Equal Opportunity Smoke says there's no way y'all think I'm about to let y'all talk like the North is a utopia. All the drug fiends live in Michigan, Chicago, New York, and Seattle. This is all that's a lie because
Seattle has no sunlight, so they have like the highest rate of self-deletion.
The thing about
in the Midwest with us.
The thing about the drug fiends in the South, like y'all like meth heads and like y'all don't do normal drugs. Y'all do like debilitating drugs that they should only be having in a hospital, type of fentanyl type of drugs. Y'all got y'all
go big.
They do drugs that make you drool. You know what I'm saying? Like they so fiend out in the South. Man, don't give me stuff. Equal Opportunity, if you want to come up, you can get it off. Mad Game says, did y'all talk about Ghana wanting reparations?
I saw that.
No pause. Lightning says, in Detroit, even the homeless are rich. Look at Danny Brown. Kai says, what do you mean you don't judge people by their looks? Don't you support being prejudiced? Now, when I bring up a video, I try to listen to their talking point. I don't listen to I try not to judge them like by their looks, because I know that's what everybody first go to. Like when Leslie Jones the other day was saying, I don't want to live by a man. I don't judge. I didn't go by what she looked like. I just went by what she was saying, is what I was saying. So. Chris Cunningham says, I mean, we can start to know each other. Construct Icon says, Molly is a 2026 Jasmine Guy. Whitley. Roll Damn Tide says, Anton Wright, NYC Poor is better than Han. That South Carolina shit I just saw is different.
Did he get educated?
Ruby says, I have to shout out the Slave of Christ people. The album is fire. It is a must listen. The beats, the vocals all on point. I hope it does numbers and many blessings. Shout out to Enos Luby and the Slave of Christ.
I listened to the song the other day and I liked it.
That's good. That's dope. Brian Rock says, for the rounding error, $1 for everyone. Shout out to Brian. We just messing with you, bro. Thank you, bro. Construct Icon says, about to put Slimmy on the milk carton again. I don't even know what that means. Charleston White says something about Gucci Mane and this whole Pooh Shiesty thing. Obviously, is taking over the internet. Shout out to the Prince. I'm gonna definitely read that in a second. He says something, and when he was talking, when Ack called him, I should call him myself. It's a little too late. When Ack called him, he said this. Let me share my screen with you guys. And I want to know what Kimmy thinks about this and what Brittany thinks.
Gucci did the right thing.
Yeah, that ain't Gucci. Let me tell you something. Say, that's Roderick. Y'all looking for the old Gucci when he had the pot belly, the serve belly, and the overbite with the lip. That ain't that Gucci no more. This is the Gucci they got on medication. So this Gucci here, they'll do this. Yeah. See, once they put you on that medication, you can't do this. It don't, for whatever reason, that medication don't allow you to head it go up and down. Like, so all Gucci said, yeah, no. And Keisha leading the way. Keisha ain't a street nigga, so she go play street woman because they know they get civil liabilities out of this. They don't have to pay none of the contract. Now they come back and sue him for in breach of the contract, using violence. So they go rob him for everything now, doing it this way.
Oh, shit. She said she had to take all the apps off his phone and she got to delete his Instagram. So he probably don't even know what's being said about him on Instagram right now.
He don't. Nigga, all he can do is, yeah, man, that medicine have your head heavy. I done been on it before. Nigga. All you can do is, yeah. Because they don't want you saying no. Everything is yeah when you're on medication. Yeah. You just smile. Yeah. And that's all Gucci do now. We ain't seen him work out, do no push-up, curl no motherfucking weights. We ain't seen him doing no that leg shit to make your abs look how his abs look. That is a medicated, blowed up Gucci. Dressed up like a 10 doll. That ain't the real Gucci. Gucci ain't never been that handsome. Remember that lip he had?
Yeah.
You ain't that lip he had? That overbite? Yeah, he had that overbite. Yeah, nigga. With the speech impediment. Gucci. Yeah, he had the speech impediment. Now this Gucci is articulate. Got his GED and everything.
Oh, yeah, he said on the song Rumor.
So, Charleston White said something that was interesting about the new and improved Gucci, but he also highlighted how he medicated, controlled, that, you know, they kind of try to keep the apps off of his phone because they don't want him to crash out and all of that other type of stuff. What do y'all think about that?
I forgot about that. So I actually agree with him. Like I forgot that his wife had said that that pretty much he is being controlled. So I actually forgot about that. So I agree.
What do y'all think about it though? Do y'all think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
That he's being controlled? How can that be a good thing? I mean, maybe they don't want the clone to say anything too far out the way. And so that's why he's being controlled this way. But changing a person's personality is never a good thing. Let them be who they are.
Why?
Right? Because that's who they are. Like, that's what makes that's
well,
part
maybe he's evolved and changed and he don't want to be that thing that everybody is trying to make him out to be anymore.
I don't know. It's cool to change, but
you don't get grace for your past on this panel, Anton.
Yeah. Yeah,
you gotta stay in that box. So
I agree.
Let me say this though. I will
stand in box.
Because I was one of those people who was like, oh, poor Britney Spears, you know, she's under her conservatorship, and now that she's out, it's like, yeah, maybe she needed to be under that conservatorship. So maybe this situation's like, you know,
I was thinking that too, because as soon as she got from out of it, she got drunk DUI.
She be on videos dancing and twirling and spinning.
Like, so maybe it's one of those things. Maybe he does need to be medicated. I don't know, because I don't know who he is outside of that. But
I don't know about his medication and stuff like that. But I support the way that Gucci is moving. I support the civilized Gucci. I think that he's probably extended his life significantly. He seemed more controlled and happier. He's healthier. And he don't get caught up in the bullshit no more. Like, you never hear him going viral for the stuff that he used to go viral for. He only go viral for sitting courtside and all of this stuff. And so the way that he frames it and the way that he talks about her, about how the impact that she has and that, you know, she kind of oversee this or whatever and so on and so forth, and how she keep him calm. What I'm trying to understand is, why do everybody want him to fail? Why do they want him to crash out? Why do they want him to lose everything? It's almost like, in my opinion, it's almost like we are addicted to seeing people fall. And I don't know why he can't outrun his past. This is one of the greatest stories, in my opinion, of somebody outrunning your past, of the bad thing that obviously is probably his last chance in life to be free and all of that stuff. And, you know, he doing better than ever and everything, and everybody want him to crash. I don't know why everybody want him to lose.
Because I think it's like part of the culture, like 10 toes down, don't change. When you a hood nigga, that's just what you is for the rest of your life. That's the culture. No? Keeping it real. You got to keep it real. You can't.
I mean,
you can't do better.
He inspired so many, unfortunately, like criminals and, you know, gang members and stuff like that. And so they probably just can't let that go because they're probably still in the thick of it, and he's no longer in it. So some people do want to still stay stuck in that mindset, or want to see him fail because they're not succeeding. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. But
I saw this the other day. They said black people are the biggest haters. You'll win the lottery for $100 million. They'd be like, but you only gonna get 50 after taxes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true though.
That's exactly how they say it. That's exactly how it, bro. You can't please nobody.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people want him to lose. He honestly, he just seems like a person that's just operating like a smart person now. He not moving out of pocket. He not trying to retaliate. He not trying to crash out on people. He don't respond to negativity. It's obviously he don't even see it.
Sure, they turned his apps off. Definitely not.
But you know what? I mean,
do you realize, like, it's easy to say, like, stay disconnected from social media, but when you do, it's so peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, it's so peaceful, like just not being on social media.
It is. That's why, like, even me, I be telling people a lot of times, like, yo, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'm not interested. Don't show me. Like, I be living in bliss, and then I'll get a badass attitude because somebody will tell me something, and I'll be like,
like I got some people from the chat. Every time I'm like clipped up, they'll send it to me. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to see this shit. Like, why are you sending this shit to my doorstep, nigga?
I stopped watching stuff a long time ago. My algorithm is clean, and I have been so happy. I wake up excited about life, and I just had good energy, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, it also helped me make more money because I spend more time focusing on the things that's meaningful instead of focusing on the things that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I just stay out the mix, bro. And I think that this is working for him. I think that more people need to disconnect after they get done doing their job of whatever it is that they do for a living. Like even people that go to, you know, a regular job or go to work every day, bro. I think that the most miserable people are the people that take their job home with them.
Facts.
I see that. I was talking to somebody about that, and she tried to shame me for it. I said, bitch, you better get off my phone.
I wonder how many people spend so much time reading and just being invested in the internet. How much time are you spending when you could have used that time to be better in your personal life? Like, that's just too much negativity in a day.
Yeah, I people that bring their job home with them, I'll be like, bro, you good? Because that just shows me they're not able to disconnect and it's still on their mind. I can't let that type of stuff control me. I can't let that take up all of my day, bro. Like, people that only can talk about work or is only talking about this and that. I don't even like talking about it. Like, with people in my real life, I'll be like, hey, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about some fun shit?
But I think a lot of people don't have an identity. When you ask people, who are you? They tell you what they do for a living, like what they do to make money. That's all people.
No, I ain't talking about that. They talk about like the problems that they having on their job, the gossip, what's going on in the plant, what's going on in corporate. I ain't talking about like the job itself or the details of what's going on with the job. I'm talking about all of the shit that's going on. Like if you talk to people that work in the post office, man, they got some stories.
They don't got nothing constructive going on. Negativity drives them. Like nothing.
Nothing else to talk about because there's
and
no
you know
other.
what else? You know what else, Kemi? Is most of the time the stuff they talking about is shit, the same shit that's happening out here, right? So they're like, let's say you work in the post office or the plant or Amazon or corporate. They talking about who fucking who beefing with who. Hey man, and you realize like if you looking from the outside in, you like, man, don't nobody care about that shit. Like that's so small compared to what's really happening in real life. And they be running up on people. When I see her tomorrow, I'll be like, man, y'all crazy, bro. It's that way in the casino. People that work at the casinos, man, they be immersed in it, bro. It's like a whole, it's its own world and its own culture. Like it really do be beef in there. It be beef in a plant. And I just realized that it's the same everywhere and in every industry. Everywhere.
Because everybody
that's how it was teaching, oddly. You would have like certain groups didn't like other. I think that's just everywhere though. I don't.
Right.
But it's odd.
Because people are going to be people no matter where they are. And this is what people do.
Yeah. So
Not all
I
people,
like
because you can tell which people are like good. Because like good people, like they don't have that shit that comes to them. Like people just know better than to say that to that person.
Mm-hmm. When I said it.
It's like high school.
Very much.
I would imagine that it's that way in the air.
It is.
That's crazy.
It really is. It gets
Is it
real
that bad though?
Yeah.
Really?
Real here. Mm-hmm.
I think it's only that way when there's women around. I don't think like.
Would you? The messiest people are the men.
They gay though, so they don't count.
Always.
They don't count. They gay. They don't count.
So the difference in where I work and everybody else is like you have to understand that straight men they have an advantage. You know, whether it's with the people that they're working with or the passengers.
What does that mean?
There's like 1 to 1,000.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
exactly.
Because it's a shortage of straight men that they basically
they get all the buns, nigga.
Yep. Yeah. And so they gonna be involved.
All them flight attendants that be fucking lonely on them overnight, they be like, oh hey, Greg is straight, and we're in Puerto Rico for 12 hours. Let me see if I can get my cheeks fried.
Basically.
So where's the messiness coming from? Who? So
that nigga, I said, I don't see a problem.
No. So I'm saying that because she said it's the men. So it must be coming from the men that are gay then.
That's, you know, just by nature of what they're doing. But then of course you have to like I've seen I've heard story.
When Stephanie's story matches up with the same penis as Lakeisha's story, then there's a problem.
Exactly.
And they end up on the same flight.
I heard about something like that recently. Real messy.
But so where's the guy? You said it's coming. Is it so the men ain't gossiping? The men just fucking.
They just clapping too much cheeks. It's the women talking about the cheeks.
Because I mean, all of this, most of the stories that I hear about the degenerate culture of flight attendants comes from the men. The women, you know, they don't want to tell you what they did or what's going on. The men don't care. They'll just tell you.
Y'all be acting like y'all be getting down. That's true. Because the women be like, I'm gonna do this, but don't tell nobody. All right, bet.
What about the flight attendants?
Your friend too, and she gonna say the same shit.
What about the pilots? The pilots don't get involved. Don't be getting messy, though, do they?
Whatever, nigga.
And so that's what I was gonna say. I heard a story, And I don't know whether or not this is true because it was just some random story that I heard about before I ever got there. But apparently, so I guess this lady, maybe it was 2 flight attendants married to this pilot, but one of them was cheating with the other, and they just like posted pictures and all this kind of stuff all over like the lounge in the airport talking about this lady cheating with her husband. So yeah, I guess it happens. I see a lot of flight attendant and pilot like marriages. So I always think about the beginning of that. Like, how did this start? Like, it started somewhere. There was probably something a little scandalous happening at the beginning of it all. I don't know that.
Y'all get that nigga extra water and you winked at him.
I be wondering how people know so much about who be married and who don't be, because I never forget I was working at Chase and it was a lot of people that was like much older than me. And all they talked about was everybody else. And I was so out the loop, and I'm looking like, well, respectfully, you just need to know my name and that I work here. And I didn't know that I was being like a little close at the time, but I noticed that all they was talking about was bull stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, what does this have to do with my day? So I would do my hours and I would go home. And that was just weird to me.
No, I'm totally with you, because there's so many things that I'm just like, who? What? Who is this person? Like, because I like to fly with my friends. So my trips are predictable. My friends' behavior is like not gonna be weird and out of the ordinary. So I don't know. But I hear the stories and
y'all boring. Y'all probably got like wrestling bitch face. Don't nobody want to tell y'all nothing.
Well, this is true, and I don't care.
That's what it is. Y'all niggas is unapproachable, so y'all don't get to hear nothing.
I mean, I've been told that more than once. It is what it is. If it keeps me out the mess, whatever. It's the face you get.
Boring is not bad. Boring is not bad. Boring is good.
Whatever. I'll be like, nigga, text me shit.
Boring women are good. Yeah. Women that be having too much motion need to stay away from them type of chicks, bro. Honestly, especially at the job. So
I have a mean mug. I mean, I try to smile when I think about it, but
any other thoughts on this whole Gucci thing before I move on to the next thing?
Yeah, I think it's crazy that people are happy that this man is drugged up and not himself anymore.
What do you mean?
That's crazy to me. Like, Charleston White just told you, like, and his wife told you, like, he's not the same person. And I think in more ways than one. Like, the dude stay drugged up. He used to be I used to watch a lot of videos of Gucci Mane and like just him doing interviews, and some of them weren't interviews. It was just him just being himself in a studio or just kicking back. And the dude was pretty much a silly ass, free spirited dude. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see much of that in him anymore. You don't seem like the same person. And I think it's sad that that we're accepting of this type of shit. Like, it's something devilish going on, man. Like, and it doesn't strike me as the same person. And then when you hear people talk about him, like, yeah, he ain't the same no more. Then that people that actually knew him, he don't hang around them anymore. It's all funny to me. Like, that shit is weird as hell. Like, I can't imagine what they could, if they could just change the life of a well-known person, well, then they could do anything to somebody who's not known. So I think we really teetering in dangerous times.
Like, so you think that, okay, so let's play a couple different scenarios. Now, because the first thing that struck me with what you said is he don't hang around the same people. Aren't we supposed to evolve and grow? Because, like, for example, he married now. You know what I'm saying? So why would he hang around?
No, you skip that's like one of the last things I said. The first thing I said was he's not the same person anymore.
Not the same because he's on drugs.
In more ways than one.
I said the first thing that struck me by what you said is he doesn't hang around the same people anymore. And what I'm saying is, aren't you, because I haven't gotten to the changing part. as far as like medication or any of that type of stuff. Aren't you supposed to evolve? Aren't you supposed to grow? And when you get married, you may not want to get involved or hang with the same people that was getting you caught up in stuff that you shouldn't have been in the first place.
Absolutely, but I don't think you leave your family. I don't think that happens, especially if your family not really into anything anymore, just like you were, and you were the head honcho and you were the one leading your family into doing stuff. Now, if your family not doing that shit no more, then why aren't you around them? That's the
Because
thing.
he got a new life with he making his own family.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but it's deeper than that. It's I understand evolution. Like, I'm not saying anything about evolution. I'm talking about the way he distanced himself from people who was close to him. Like, to me, that's just kind of strange.
His whole life was messed up when he was around those type of people. Why would he even go back to that is what I'm saying. Like, why would you open the door for the thing that you was trying to get away from, that you spent your whole life going to jail and all of this other stuff in the first place is what I'm saying.
No, you don't know if they were the ones that had his life messed up. You can't say that.
He said they were stealing from him.
He didn't say specifically who though. He said people who were on his label.
I thought he said friends and close people to him. He was just giving them jewelry and stuff.
And they took advantage of
his
him.
mind.
Well, no.
So
he also said he was on drugs when that took place. And this still falls in line with what I'm saying. This is not the same person anymore. And the drugging,
not supposed to be
and
the
the
same
drugging, and the drugging
involved.
is part. The drugging is part of the problem. If you don't see anything wrong with someone being drugged and them not being the same person anymore, I just don't see how people are that accepting of stuff like that. But
he has schizophrenia though. He has to do something if he's having psychotic episodes.
So he's healthier, he's more fit, he hasn't been in trouble, he stay out of jail, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's married, he's more successful and richer than he ever been before. And you saying that whatever steps it took.
Oh no, I'm just stating what I feel. You don't have to agree or none of that.
No, you
don't have to agree or none of that. Like, I'm stating how I feel. That's how I feel about Gucci Mane. Y'all don't gotta agree. It ain't gotta be all this like breakdown. I'm just stating what I think about it. I think it's crazy that the man is on drugs now and he's not the same person. Like, I don't understand how we talking about around that. Like, he's on drugs. He's constantly medicated.
When was he ever not on drugs?
Molly, just let him have it. He don't want the dialogue back and forth. He just want to say what he want to say. All right, cool. We can read super chats. Any other thoughts on Gucci? All right, let me read the super chats. Proud Mobilian here. Shout out to T Print says, I'm a bag chaser. Stall us out, AD, home of Mardi Gras. He got the Dame Dash picture up. Johnny Mac says, Kim and I, where's your Garbage Pail Kids picture?
Why I gotta be sad?
Shout out to TBAHC. We appreciate you. Let me see. Everything DT says, Q look like Greg Gumbel. I don't think you look like Greg Gumbel. Construct Icon says negativity is rampant. That's why we need to be better. Cuddy, which is one of my all-time favorite characters. Cuddy is one of my all-time favorite characters. Says, she might have saved his life. He could be stuck in prison like Pooh Shiesty. Only the Dusties want to see him crash out. Construct Icon says, be a part of the solution, not part of the problem. Mills says, peace to the chat, peace to the panel and chat. Anton, salute, big dog. Salute to you too, my friend. Lex look like she about to whip somebody with a ruler. Says Dane C. Slimmy is Friday. Smile and go get laid. Big homie says Mills. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, yeah, Gucci and Jeezy has changed for the best, and we love to see. They want Gucci to pull a Dirk. Y'all saw 50 Cent diss Gucci. I'm not paying no attention to what 50 talking about, man. I don't even care, bro. I don't need to see nothing 50 got going on, to be honest with y'all, bro. TS Car Washing, that's me personally, though. TS Car, because it's like he always throwing some salt in the game and saying something negative. You don't ever see him congratulate nobody, bro. 50 and then turned into, I don't know, bro. It's like he can't even exist unless there's some negative shit going on.
It's like he's messy, huh?
Nah, but it's worse than that. It's like, it's getting old for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he don't want nobody to win except himself. Like nobody. It's like he don't want nobody to win, bro. So, I don't know. Y'all saw Walker heartfelt response on Gucci is dope. No, I haven't seen that either. Chris Cunningham says Pooh Shiesty said in the video he thought he was gonna pop it, and Gucci did nothing. Gucci played his cards right. Huh?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess he was saying that he was waiting on him so he could do something to him or something. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Gucci spoke on all of this and said a lot of people turned that back on him when he was in a joint, and that and he thought they was tight. I think that's the best thing that could have ever happened to him. Construct Icon says humans in power are playing with fire right now. Johnny Mack in the building says Kim and I blame Gemini. I'm blaming Kim for everything going forward.
Gemini could have had me smiling.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says check this out. Look how he came to said meeting with Pooh. He never thought in a million years Big Dog would have pulled that on him. Mills says Molly looked like a West Coast chica. Slave of Christ says, love how those people in the super chat can't come up with original idea of their own. First it was the Muppets, now the Garbage Pail. I'm glad to be an inspiration and time response. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says that Gucci situation had Waka and Zaytoven in tears. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Who I'm gonna call on? Brittany, you up? I want to hear what your thoughts are on this. I already know what you're gonna say, but I want to hear it anyway.
Biggest fear is living with a man again. My biggest fear is losing autonomy over my body again. My biggest fear is having a man roll me over when the sun comes up, stick his dick in me, and throw off my pH balance. That is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is having to manage a grown ass fucking man. Having to tell a grown man how to be a decent fucking human being, how to flush the toilet, how to put the seat down, how to take out the trash, how to wipe your ass. How to clean the home, how to do, like, I don't want to raise another child. So my biggest fear is living with the man. That when I think about it, like the body keeps score. I really need to do like some work because like there's like this knee-jerk reaction where like my body just goes into like this like panic mode thinking about living with a man. Thanks for letting me share.
Brittany.
Okay. No, that's her biggest fear. So I think she should just let the women who want a man have a man and fall back.
Do you think it's something wrong with her, or do you think it's something wrong with the men?
No, I mean, she hasn't dealt with every man. So I think it's maybe her experience. I mean, it could be her experience. I don't know what kind of man she's dealt with. So
yes, you do. She just told you.
So, I mean, I think that she had bad experiences. So I could see why maybe she's just like, I don't want to deal with that again. But I think she's being super dramatic because not all men are like that.
All the men she deals with are. That's the problem.
All men are not like that. So,
and I said all men that she deals with are. That's what I said.
But
it's her. She picks bad men. Why are you picking men that throw off your pH balance?
That's what I was
like. If you fucking niggas and they throw off your pH balance, that also means you don't use protection. So let's throw that in there as well.
She said living with a man.
Because you live with a male, that nigga. I know niggas that live together that use condoms. What's that mean? It's because you live together, you don't use condoms. What?
Most of the time, no. But
that nigga got a yuck mouth from eating your pussy. That nigga's dick got green shit on the outside. That's our own problem. Pick a better nigga. Let your daddy pick the nigga that eat your pussy.
Or he's just having sex with other people. Like,
well, that means he's a bad person. That's our own fault. And let's be clear, like niggas don't even like to have sex in the morning. We be trying to sleep. It's y'all niggas that like to have sex in the morning.
I love how you took over me giving my opinion.
Hold on, we definitely gonna come back to you, Brittany. But what?
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Back to you, Brittany.
No, because you just
wait, hold on. I'm not gonna let you just get that off. What do you mean, guys don't like having sex in the morning?
I don't, nigga. I want to go to sleep, nigga. Leave me alone. Stop poking
in the morning,
nigga. I'm asleep, nigga.
I gotta agree.
Like I read something. That's the best time to have sex. Like I understand that, but for men anyway, that's the best time to have sex. Having sex at nighttime is like what our body goes through. That's not optimal for men or for women in that because they benefit from all the stuff going through our bodies in the morning. I
don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Nigga, I be asleep. That's what's wrong with me. I'm sleepy and fuck you, nigga. Fuck away from me. I'll catch you in about 6 hours. Nigga.
So if she tried to like roll you over in the morning, you're pushing her off of you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Never heard that one before, but everybody's different.
Absolutely not.
I think
I'm sleep. Like I have every intentions on fucking you when I wake up until it's time to wake up and I'm sleepy. Like I feel like I want to fuck you in the morning, but I don't.
So wait a minute. So wait a minute. You wake up in the morning. So you wake up in the morning.
I get it.
Rock hard.
I don't.
You rubbing up against some soft, right? She said I wake up. Hold on. Damn,
I wake up or does she wake me up?
You good?
I'm good, my nigga.
She back up on you. You like, nah, fuck you. Get off of me.
If she wakes me up inquiring about CODIS, I'm gonna disincline to acquiesce to her request.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said.
You're not gonna decline that, girl. I'm not trying to hear that.
I honestly don't even know what you just said.
The times that I had sex in the morning is slim to nil. Nigga, I'm sleep, nigga. I don't know. Nigga, I have sex when the sun goes down, nigga. If the sun is up, nigga, I don't fuck with vagina like that.
What?
I'm just saying, like the sun gotta be down. Nigga, catch me after 9 p.m. when your minutes is free, nigga. I don't like having like it's not the same. I don't. Back to you, Brittany.
No, I'm genuinely like I don't know where this take came from. You know how crazy you sound.
I can understand a woman being tired in the morning and not wanting to do something, but I've never heard a dude or guys talk about that. I've never heard that in my life.
You wake up, you got some fine shit.
If I wake up and have some fine shit, I probably went to sleep to the fine shit, so I'm good. Like once I bust in that, I'm probably
good. Is it a limit?
Yes, yeah, I'm probably good for another 12 hours. Yeah, for sure. That's why niggas be cheating, because y'all niggas got insatiable needs to bust a nut. I don't, nigga. Once I bust a nut, I'm good for like 3 days.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. Nigga, why y'all niggas always want to have sex? It's crazy.
What do you mean? Because we human. We men.
Like,
what are we doing this shit for if we can't even get a nut off?
I do every 3 days. Nigga, like when niggas is busy when they grow up. Like I be wanting to fuck every day, but I don't got time to fuck every day. Like I'm busy, man.
You don't do nothing. You said you be in the house all
That's
the time.
not true. I do stuff, nigga. I got shit to pay for and people to pay for, nigga. I got nigga that life will fall apart if I don't pay for it, nigga. I do enough, nigga. Stop.
I don't think nobody work as hard as me. And I'm gonna just tell you.
How do you find time to engage in CODIS?
Nigga, it don't take that. Nigga, I'm in all the time. I'm on all the time, 100% of the time, bro. What you talking about? Nigga,
You're what? You're
I'm on. I'm up 100% of the time for it. What you talking about?
Up where?
Up for it. I'm up to get to it. What you talking about?
So if you working, you like,
listen, I don't give a fuck how much you work.
Show, and some girl come tap you on your shoulder. You just stop working?
Some girl.
Yeah, nigga, it's up right there. On the kitchen counter, over the couch, on the table, whatever the fuck we
eat
up
at
on.
the kitchen. That's wild. Y'all niggas eat on the kitchen. You talking about on the counter? It's crazy.
That's what they make bleach for. What you mean?
Nigga, I'm gonna carry your ass to the room. I'm not eating I'm not fucking where I eat. That's insane.
So you the nigga, you have to be in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes on the couch. On the couch is probably the best to me. On the couch is good. Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know what you on, honestly, but life is.
I'm not putting no cheeks on my counter, nigga. What? Y'all niggas is
So you're not
nasty.
spontaneous. Like if she was there and like you were in the mood, or y'all were both in the mood, and you just so happen to be standing in front of your kitchen on the counter, you're not just gonna lift her up and you're just gonna. What if she's like trying to do something in a specific place and you're just gonna be like, no, don't. Let's go.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna direct her to a bed.
But does come out of the kitchen?
You're gonna direct her to the bed?
Yes, if I gotta, yeah, the bed.
I said, does food not come out of the kitchen? Isn't that where the food is? Why is that strange for there to be coitus?
I don't understand I don't understand.
You say
wait a minute, wait. So you'll eat box, but you won't have sex in the kitchen?
Yeah, because I mean your booty cheeks was on the thing. What does eating box have to do with booty cheeks being on the food? Like I don't like to mix like booty cheeks and food together. Like I like them separate.
Food at your house anyway. So what you talking about?
Fuck you. See, who needs enemies when you have friends like this?
No, I'm just saying though, like
I
you
just
don't
like them separate. Like you know how like you got those plates and you have to separate your food and you don't mix them. Because I eat booty too, but I don't want booty where my food is. Like,
all right, Brittany.
That was my opinion, ex-person.
No, what was you saying about her living with a man? I'm sorry.
I don't even remember. I don't remember. I think because Quinn had said something, and I was saying she was talking about living with the man. So I was saying I took that as like her boyfriend, not just a dude she was messing with. If you're living with him, I mean, dudes, depending on what type of, like I said, it was just her experience. Like it's not like she was dealing with some nasty, dirty dudes. So I could see why, in her brain, she doesn't want to live with another guy because she didn't have a good experience with it.
The way that these women are painting it, you would think that they are perfect. And I'm keeping it like I'm trying to be so honest. Like, first of all, I think they overly exaggerating to try to make it seem like it's so horrible living with a guy. Right? That's first thing. But do women do anything wrong?
Yeah, but I mean, I think that you can still be irritated with a person and with the things that they do and not be perfect. I don't think anybody's perfect, but we all get irritated. And I think that that's, her case. And I mean, you said it yourself. You don't care if y'all live separately because why not? So, I mean, I get what you said.
It's the difference between saying, I don't care if we have our own places because, you know what I'm saying? You have the autonomy to kind of get work done. From a man's perspective, working and, all of that other type of stuff, I know, that could be impacted by having other people around that you may have to entertain. The way she painted it was because they're nasty, they're this and that. I don't have that sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like living with a woman, but I also like being by myself because I like to be in the midst of it and working and, music playing my type of music and all of that other stuff. But she's saying that she hates living with a man, and that's a difference.
Again, I get it. I've talked to too many people. I've lived part of this myself. There's more responsibility in living with a man for the most part. You know, there's more cleaning. Sometimes it does turn into seeming like there's another child in the house. But with that being said, what I've learned is if you know who you are, what you want, and what you're willing to tolerate, that's what you look for. And so you end up in situations like that because you don't know yourself, because you're willing to settle for anything. And so up your standards and find like an actual man and not a boy. And I don't think you have to deal with those things.
I don't know, Kim. I think that a lot of times, like women that say that they're decentering men, a lot of times are male centered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times it'd be the opposite, because it's almost like it's like a person that makes a post about how much they hate men. No, you love men. You feeling some type of way about it, and that's why you're so pressed about saying it. Like the woman last night that was saying, what was we arguing about at the end of the night? When she was saying marry the nerd, right? Regardless of what the conversation was, she made a response video because she was pressed about what other people were saying about her, is what I'm saying. But she was trying to act like, I don't care what you guys say about me. That's why I'm saying this right now. But she did care, but that's why she made the response video. And I think that a lot of women that say that type of stuff, they actually are oppressed. They actually want to live with a man. And they projecting. They're projecting. Especially like because when you live with somebody, especially in the earlier stages, there's an adjustment, right? Because you're not used to sleeping together as far as like every night or whatever like that, right? Let's say it's an adjustment period. Or you don't know how this nigga like his eggs and he don't know, whatever, right? It's going to be a small adjustments because everybody got their own little quirks and whatever. But after a moment, after time, you kind of get used to, and the person that you living with or laying with or whatever, right? You kind of know their habits or whatever, so on and so forth. She seemed bitter to me. Yeah. Because if you live with somebody for an extended period of time, you adjust. And the only time that people talk like that is if they don't like the person. Then they start to find everything that's wrong with the person that they can think about.
I agree, but I also think that it takes time to get there. So, for example, I got married at 20, right? So my background was different from his. The way that I grew up and the way that we kept house was different from the way that his mom kept house and all that. So vastly different. And it drove me absolutely insane. So if that's been her experience over and over and over again, and there's been no change,
what drove you insane?
Just the way that just our differences in keeping house. Like, I can be a little OCD. I've, kind of calmed down over the years, but, and I understand that can drive anybody crazy. Anybody on the other end of that can drive somebody crazy too. But we were just so vastly different in the way that we kept house. And so if, let's say, that had been the end of my experience and there was no growing, no learning, no changing with either one of us, maybe I would have ended up in that same place. So I can see how she would get there. But again, there's growth to be had by each person. And if it doesn't happen, then this is where you end up.
I've noticed that, sorry, go ahead, Molly.
Oh, you can go. It wasn't. I would say one thing I've noticed that women who've either divorced or like moved out, they always say, I don't have to clean as much. That's like one of the biggest things I always hear women say is that they don't have to clean as much because they don't have to clean behind the man, or they're not so pressed to hurry or how they try to hurry up and get the house cleaned up before he comes. They don't have that same kind of pressure. So I think it is just a different kind of expectations.
Let me ask
maybe.
you a follow-up question. Let me ask you a follow-up question. Is it
They're
that
not
they
always the same dude?
Is it that they don't have to clean as much, or is it that they're dirtier when the man is not there? And the reason that I ask that is because it's a lot of women that had said, I remember it was a whole trend where women were admitting that I just like to be, I forgot what it was called, but it was on some like, I could be myself or I could let myself go more when I don't have a man around. So are they actually just dirtier and not as well kept when the man is around? And is that the reason why, or is it because the guy makes it dirtier?
I think the guy makes it dirtier. Seems like the house just looks better. It just looks better. I don't know. Most women I know who don't live with a man, I feel like their houses look a little bit better sometime.
See, I see the opposite. I see
Like,
more. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh, well, not the people I personally know. No, it just seemed like that. They could
looks
like
better
glam it
or
up
looks
a little bit
cleaner?
more. They didn't have anybody kind of like stifling like how they wanted to set certain things up or have
Okay,
certain
so we're
things
not talking about
look.
cleanliness. We're talking about how the looks, the
I feel like it
presentation.
all goes together. Cleanliness, the decor. I feel like it's all
Well, but
the same to
a
me.
single woman can't
I
have the
think men
same
are
decor as
more.
a married woman.
You said a single
Some of them
woman.
were divorced. Some of them were just in relationships with like their baby daddy or something like that. Like, what's the difference?
I see men to be a little bit more less messy. Like women could be a little messier, like with clothes and stuff like that. Like not all, but I've seen where men are very like neat. So I haven't had an experience or seen men messy. I've seen it kind of on the opposite end. Like especially if they have kids. Like women are, you know what I mean? Stuff can be everywhere. Laundry's not put up. You know what I
What?
mean? So, but men, especially like single men, like their houses are pretty much intact. Like clean bathroom. I ain't never seen no, pee on the stuff. Like it's clean. It's almost immaculate. To where I'm like, dang, you look more tidier than
You coming over, nigga? What you?
I have
I
family.
think that no,
Nigga,
I
it's
agree.
crazy. A chick is coming over and there's pee on the toilet. That's crazy.
I agree with Brittany. I think that men
men also have less stuff in their house.
My
Men
man,
do have
I'll
less
be honest,
stuff.
I think my man is way more tidier than, and I'm not even messy, or I'm definitely not dirty, but he's very like particular, and I love that about him. Like I think it's cute. I'm like, oh, you got your little stuff all lined up. You know what I mean? He's way more structured with that than I am. But he was also
I think that men are cleaner than women.
They can be.
Right. Like it totally depends on the person because I've seen some
It
women
depends.
and every time you come
bathroom, that can tell you a lot.
I think in general, obviously of course it's gonna be. I agree with you. Of course, it depends on the person. In general, I think that men are cleaner than like single, not even single men. I just think in general, men that live alone are cleaner than women that live alone. Let's put it like that.
That's not what I've seen. I've seen that
I was
men
about to say, I don't know.
men have less stuff, so there's less stuff around. I will say that. I will also say that I've been to women's house. Like I've had friends where every time you go there, they're like, "Excuse the mess," and you like, if you have to say that every time you come over, mess. This is the way you live.
I've seen some women's places that's just diabolical, bro.
Absolutely, I've definitely
diabolical.
I've absolutely seen that before, but I also think that it comes from rearing. I think a lot of it, especially being Southern, right? I think the women are kind of taught to clean up after men just in general. The moms clean up after the boys. If there's a sister around, she's expected to clean up.
Not today.
Mm-hmm.
What era are you talking about?
Still, more culture, men are not expected to get up and clean. Like, let's say we have a gathering and people come over. The women are now going to clean up afterwards. The men are not expected to do that. And if they step foot in the kitchen, I know some women who will be like, I don't allow men in my kitchen. I don't allow men to do that.
No, so women are more in partnerships now, and they expect men to help them clean. They expect men to do their own laundry. They expect men to do it's almost like they roommates. Women are now. I don't think it's no more traditionalism in the household in most instances today. Now, what you might be, in my opinion, what you might be talking about, maybe women that still are alive that may have that from a certain era. Women are not. They are looking for a roommate. They are a roommate that can also cover the other side of the bills. They're not looking for. They're not doing that by default, Kimmy. I don't think so. I think that men in general tend to be more clean than women. And I think that some guys, of course, you know, you can see them be, you know, doing trash or whatever. But I think that a lot of guys can even clean better than women. Honestly, I don't think that I'll go so as far as to say I think that most women are nasty. And you can tell by you can tell by their cars, you can tell by their bathrooms, you can tell by a lot of stuff. All of the context clues is there. All of them is
cars. The inside being filthy.
I'm not saying that all men are one way or all women are one way. I think that in general, women have lost the plot, especially if they got a job.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially if they got a job. If they got a job, nigga, it's a wrap. You can forget.
Car dirty, no gas light always on.
I didn't know
panties is in the middle of the bathroom.
She was never home like that.
Y'all hang out with bras on the doorknobs and shit. That's weird.
I don't know about that, Quentin. I don't know. I don't know black women that do that.
And then this is what they do. This is the difference. Let me tell you the biggest difference between clean men or men that clean and women that clean. Men keep their stuff clean so it doesn't have to require a lot of major cleaning. Like they maintain their stuff. It don't really get out of place. As a matter of fact, I think it's difficult sometimes for men to allow for women to be over for a longer period of time because you fucking up what's going on, right? You messing stuff up. They want to do their dishes a certain way. They got their cabinets lined up a certain way. Their shoes is lined up a certain way. They don't even like you touching their stuff a lot of times. And so they keep it maintained. Women think that they're cleaner than men because they do big cleans because they shit get fucked up way more. So they'll let their stuff go and their closets be fucked up, the bathroom be tore up, whatever. The dishes will pile up. And then because they'll do one big clean once every couple of weeks or whatever, then they'll try to make it seem like, oh, no, we're cleaner than you. No, you're not. You're dirtier than us, which requires you to do more cleaning when you finally get to it. And that's why they'll say stuff like, oh, I got to clean up my car. Most guys that love their car, it don't get tore up. They
women do everything in their cars.
I got the little brush, nigga, to get the dust off the center console with one speck of dust, nigga.
They keep their cars clean. They keep and usually, if you find if you see a guy that got a sweet car, as far as like he keeping his armor all on the sides and shit, I guarantee you his crib is clean.
Mm-hmm. I got a whole like little thing in my trunk that has like separate compartments that have like my car cleaner stuff, like towel, like all that. Like one thing about me is like I always, even this pollen,
don't keep car cleaners.
I had to keep getting car washes because I couldn't deal with the pollen on my car. And people are like, it's gonna keep piling up. I'm like, I don't like the look of dirty car. Like that bothers my soul. I'm very weird about that. Because it's like when you get in your car, and I drive a lot. So my car is almost like my second home in a way. So it's like I can't.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I told you.
Here's the thing. Especially if you like,
I don't keep stuff in my car. Like I'm not.
If she a dancer, she done, nigga. Her car is
you can't buy your cleaning supplies in your
If
trunk.
she's a dancer, a midnight ballerina, car is
keep it in the bin in the
That's
garage.
number one.
When I go clean my shit, I take the bin and put it, and I clean my car, and I put the bin back in the garage.
And a lot of times, guys that let women stay with them or whatever, or come over, they be like, yo, like, because women will be like, no, just leave it there. I'll get it. That's not what he used to. He used to shit going right where it was when he got it. And she let it all pile up, and then she'll get it all the time, get the whole thing, and then she'll make it seem like I'm a good woman to you. No, you fucking up the program. You don't really know how shit go. And that's the difference, I think, between guys and women. And that's why I say that men are cleaner than women, because men maintain their stuff and they keep it up. If you notice, a lot of guys that live by themselves, their place never gets dirty. It don't get messy. The closets don't be fucked up. Women got to do a spring cleaning. They got to get all of their stuff and throw out the old stuff and find stuff that they never wore before. They got to do all of that stuff. That's the difference between men and women. Men are simple. They know where everything is.
Okay, like I don't want y'all to call me a simp, but the reason that my place is always clean is because there's always a chance that I may have a woman come over.
Yep.
So I gotta
That's
keep it
not
straight.
simping. That's
I gotta keep
that's
that
not
shit clean as
simping.
fuck.
You got it right. That's not simping.
And also, I didn't know this until I started dating black women that I have to have my cotton pillows and then my satin pillowcases because y'all's here.
And women are pack rats. They overbuy, and that's all of that leads to, you know, having a more messed up place. That's why I think that men are cleaner than women. Way cleaner.
Women don't care. They was like, you gonna do it to me regardless, so y'all just be having messy places.
Now the difference is women will put themselves together to go outside. And then that's when they think that they're better than men or that they're cleaner than men because they're well put together when they go outside because they got all of the baby hairs together and everything like that. That does not mean that she's cleaner than a guy.
Right here,
no, see, if you see me out, I can guarantee you my place looks like a hurricane came through it. Because I will say that is the one time, like if I'm getting, first of all, I'm late.
Oh yeah, if you're getting dressed.
So I got makeup all over the bathroom. I got the 5 outfits that I tried on that didn't work, and this shirt and that. So yeah, that's the one time I will say you'll walk in there and be like,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're. I think most women are like that. We'll just have but that's not dirty. That's
I also don't think that's dirty.
Messy. Yeah, that's more messy because when I think of dirty, I'm thinking of like dust, stuff all on your floor. You know what I'm saying? You don't vacuum, you don't
dry pee.
Yeah, that to me is dirty. Like your microwave is dirty, like your oven ain't you know, but messy is when
you don't say, nigga, ain't nobody scrubbing their oven. Stop. Nigga, you push
a button.
You push a button and close the door.
Well, it sells clean.
Nigga, my shit clean. I ain't scrubbing no oven, nigga.
Let me tell you something. I put some baking powder or baking soda, baking soda and degreaser in there just the other day. I was literally scrubbing my oven.
But why? You don't even have to do all of that.
If you turn it on, the button.
Because it didn't. I'll tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because my brother came over and he messed some stuff up, so I had to go in there and clean it. That's why. But generally speaking, like my microwave stays clean because I don't want to see old food in there. That's nasty. Like I
don't clean my air fryer.
I don't use a microwave.
I use all my air fryer. All the previous foods mixed together when you put it in there makes the new shit taste better.
I have to get ready hours early. Hours ahead of time. I gotta get ready. So if I'm messing up, I have time to clean up because traffic in the city is ridiculous. So yeah, I just put that into my time.
I split my time between the suburbs and the city, and I will definitively say that this place is way better maintained than the suburbs. Like all of my stuff is pristine. It's immaculate. Everything is laid out exactly the way it's supposed to. No problems. All of the pillows is aligned the way that it's supposed to. Everything is right. You know what I'm saying? Like I can look over there at the kitchen. There's no dishes in the sink. All of that. You know, everything is the way it's supposed to be. The chairs is aligned. Like none of the wall accoutrements is misaligned. Everything is just what it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah, but again, I'm only like that when it's time to go out. Otherwise, my things are lined up like in the refrigerator with the labels facing forward. They're color coordinated. My closet is like that too. Like everything needs to be lined from in height order, like, and it has to be just so. Like I know if you came and you moved the dishwashing liquid, that's not where I put it. Like my towel.
And it's so funny because Rita's in there sleeping. And every time we come down here, she'd be like, "Oh, I love it down here. It's like being in a hotel." I'm like, that's because there ain't no work to do down here because everything is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you, I think that women are. Let me revise that. See, it's the difference between saying women are dirtier versus saying men are cleaner. I think that men are cleaner than women by far.
I don't know. Again, just not how I was
Yeah, that
raised.
doesn't mean women are dirty just because we're cleaner. I agree. That's a good way to put it.
Being dirty. So no.
And what's wrong with y'all closets? Why y'all don't listen, when you come in, hang your stuff back up that you already, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
But it's
you
like
don't have
10
to look.
outfits out.
Exactly.
Then put up the ones that you wind up not using for that night, though. Why leave
Then
them
we'll
out?
be even because we'll be later. We'll be even later.
And I was late in the first place, so I don't have time to hang these things back up. Like I'm just like, okay, that didn't work. Next, that didn't work. Next.
I just put them all in one central area, and then when I get back to it,
The next morning after I come back, that's when I clean all of the clothes and the makeup back up. But aside from that,
See, I don't consider that dirty. I consider that messy.
See, they don't even consider it dirty.
That's not dirty. That's messy. I think
how can you
now if the makeup is spilt all over the place and you ain't doing nothing about it,
how
that's
can
different.
how can you clean the floor when clothes are on it?
No, I don't leave my clothes on the floor. No.
No, I ain't talking about the clothes on the floor, but it could be a basket there. It could be different stuff everywhere. It'd be stuff all over the place.
If they're dirty, they need to go in the laundry room. I'm not
The
putting
ironing
I
board
think
is
because
not
women
put up.
multitask a lot too. We tend to multitask, so maybe some
How
things
can
get
y'all dust
overlooked.
y'all place if it's makeup everywhere still being used and it's not put back up where y'all grabbed it?
That only happens when it's time to go out. Otherwise, it's literally in little holders, exactly where it goes, lined up by height. The lip pencils are you sharpened this much or this much? Like I'm very particular about these things, unless it's time
I was
to go out.
taught to like clean as you go, even like when you're cooking. So I think even how Lex said, like it does make sense to do it that way. I don't use a lot of makeup, so I don't have the makeup thing problem. If anything, in my bathroom, I have like a big old perfume bottle thing up in there, so that I need to keep organized at all times. But I think you should just clean as you go. But if you're spilling stuff, I don't think a woman should just leave that sitting on her counter when she's about to go out. That's crazy. But in a lot of times, a lot of hair stuff. I think that's probably my biggest thing is hair stuff.
Oh yeah,
like the organization of hair products. That could be a headache. But I still keep it organized.
We have too much stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem. We have too much stuff.
I honestly don't get it. I genuinely don't get it.
I mean, just think about this. Okay, for a simple wash and go. If I walk out of the house and my hair is curly, there's like 48 things that I've put in my hair. You know, it's not you cannot wash it and walk out the house. You're gonna look like a chia pet.
So why not? Okay, I've done with this thing that I put in my hair, so let me put it back. Like, why not do that?
Because we bring a bunch of things out at one time. So you have to put it all back at the end. And then we'll be about an hour later.
And then y'all tire yourself out when y'all finally clean it all up and y'all make it seem like y'all did way more than y'all really was supposed to.
That's why you gotta clean as you go.
So, somebody said it looked like a bunch of uppity white people. You mean it looks like it's expensive in here? It is. It's very expensive. Everything has been curated properly.
The fact that you would consider nice things or well put together things with white people is
just shows you poor mentality and that they're not used to it.
Right?
They associate everything with white people as though they don't have cats that crawl all over their kitchen and shit like that. So
look, let me tell you something. People bring us stuff to eat on the plane all the time. They're like, "Oh, I made you guys some cookies." All I can do is little Fifi is up on your counter licking the spoon. And baby, I'm not gonna eat that.
I don't even eat the pre-made things at the store, like the pre-chopped, nope. I don't know I don't know how clean that facility is when y'all are even chopping that stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can all conclude that women are dirtier, right?
I knew you were gonna say that. That's not what we said. That's not.
I'm sorry. That men are cleaner.
That's also not what we said.
I don't think so. Because if
We're
that
not
was the
gonna
case, women
confirm
would
that?
enjoy
Seriously?
living with men. Women would enjoy living with men if men were cleaner, I think.
Oh my God.
Like, why would you hate living with a man if they're,
But that's what I was saying in the beginning, Molly. I don't think that she really feels that. I think that she's just complaining because it's usually the opposite of whatever it is that they
I
say.
think she got with a loser,
Yep.
but
A dirty loser.
Could be.
a son,
With
yeah.
with their dirty white socks and flip flops or whatever.
So let me ask y'all a question. If y'all get into a guy's car and it's immaculate and it, it's clean and it got armor all and all of that, are y'all expecting? Would you expect for his house to look the same?
Yes.
If a guy get in a woman car and it's not immaculate and it's all junky, should he expect for her house to be the same? Why? Why is it a double standard?
Because sometimes it's just stuff. Like, I guess if you have like crumbs and food and stains everywhere, that's one thing. But if she just has a bunch of stuff, like,
and it's dirt under the stuff, you can't clean under the stuff.
how's the dirt getting there? I mean, unless you got some kids tracking in dirt. I don't know. If you have a man that loves you, he's gonna clean your car for you. So I don't know.
Thank you. Why am I responsible?
I really don't have to clean my car if I don't want, ever.
And that's what it boils down to. That's why
I don't have to clean my truck ever. It's never dirty. The dirtiest part of my truck is my center console with a bunch of my fast food receipts.
Clean them out. Put them in a pouch.
You say what?
So when they say, "Do you want your receipt?" Why don't you just say no?
They usually just give them to me. They usually just put them out the window, like with my card. They like it's like my card and my receipt like this. And then
you don't throw them away?
I just told you I put them in my center console.
That's what I'm saying. If they're building up, you don't just throw them away.
Eventually, I can't close my center console if I don't.
Dang, is that many? That's a lot of fast food.
See, and this is what I like. This guy said, if I clean the car, you got to clean the toilet. Understand?
What?
Molly said, what the fuck?
It better not be that dirty, because don't just leave it dirty.
No, but this might be weird, but I love to clean the toilet. Like, I just love to know that it is absolutely immaculate.
Well, here's the thing though, Kim. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I never use one of the bathrooms that's in here, or I never use one of the bathrooms in the suburbs. So we always keep separate bathrooms that we use. And so I have my own separate one. And then you have your own separate bathroom. So you don't have to worry about it.
I'm still going to clean it.
They got a pepperoni BLT Whopper?
No, what do you mean?
If there's a toilet in my house, I don't care who's using it, I'm going to clean it.
Why would you do that if it gets cleaned already? So you're going to come behind it and clean it again?
I know my standard of cleaning. I don't know everybody else's. I know if it's clean if I do it.
That's all I am with my dishes.
No, I feel like I clean better than you. So
you can feel that if you want to. It'll be a super clean toilet.
See, y'all be overworking for no reason to make yourself seem extra tired. So that y'all can
I have a steamer, and sometimes it's not necessary, but everything gonna get hit with that steamer. Sometimes, like, if you really especially if you're in the house, like, I could clean 8 hours.
What?
All day long. I literally have spent
you could. It's always something to do.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all not dirty.
It's not so dirty. It's just about maintaining it, I guess. I don't like.
No, the maintenance is what prevents you from having to clean for 8 hours.
But it's not like a punishment. There's sometimes it's like nothing else to do.
It's like satisfying.
I can go and dust the ceiling fans and do this and
get along the baseboard.
What else am I doing sometime?
What are those things called? The hinges on the doors and all of that.
Clean some stuff out of my basement, sweep. It's just always something to do. I don't know.
Not for me. I should always.
I enjoy it though. I think you have to kind of enjoy it or feel some type of purpose behind it, or you're not gonna like it.
Y'all think it's before I move on, before I read the super chats and I shall give the next subject. Do y'all think that it's difficult? Well, let me revise that. Do you think that the determining factor for whether or not a couple should get married is if they can live together? Like, do you think that is something that should be explored prior to, or that they should just be able to adapt? Because I've seen women on these apps say that they loved being with him and all of this stuff, but the minute that they moved in together, that they felt like they wasn't compatible with him anymore.
I think that's normal. I think people go through that with even roommate situations. Like if they're friends and then they move together, or family and move together.
Yeah, they
I
start
think it's just.
like each other and stuff.
I think you should probably. Well, guess y'all could spend the night with each other before y'all completely decide to
That's
move
not the
in.
same, no, Molly.
Oh,
Spending the
no,
night
it's
with
not.
somebody is not the same. Like, because people even sleep lighter when they spend the night with each other and stuff like that. Like still not them all the way.
I think it says that women sleep better with dogs than men.
So what
I
now?
can see that.
Women sleep better with their dogs in their bed than men.
What makes you say that?
I can't spoon no dog.
Nigga,
Yeah,
ain't
that ain't
nobody
the same.
spooning through the duration of the night, nigga. You do this and then don't do that.
No.
Well, I know, Clem, you are different, but generally,
No better than that.
Yeah, it'd be too hot.
You know, I just can't.
65-degree house.
That's another thing with me. Like, I'm not for the pets.
yeah, sorry to hear that.
No, don't be sorry for me. I feel great.
I can't fuck with you if you're a girl with no pets. Nigga, I'm out of there. I mean,
That don't even sound right, bro.
That's
Never heard
fine.
you say that before.
That's fine.
No,
like
I'm
that.
not like I don't want the
Get
dog
dogs in the
hair
mouth.
all
I don't
over
care.
I don't want dog hair all over my stuff. I'm
That
straight.
then get a dog that don't shed.
Nah.
I want a cat because I feel like
they scoot their booty across the floor and stuff. Nigga, you're not about to tell me that dog. No,
You gotta train them.
Yeah, I'm straight on that.
Wait, Brittany, you want a cat because what?
I think, well, not all cats, clearly, but I want a cat because I feel like they're less maintenance, and I like the chill vibe of a cat. Like, I think, and I've only thought this.
I don't fuck you up.
You want one? Huh?
A cat will slap the shit out of you, nigga,
not
for
all
no reason, nigga.
Not all cats.
Have you
There are
seen
some
some
crazy
videos?
ones, but I want like a chill, just house cat. But I can't get one, so because not everybody likes cats.
If the cat hair floating around is not cute. So
I see people a
Then
lot
they
of
step in a
times.
litter box and walk all over the house.
I see people sometimes, and I can see it on their
People got
clothes.
kids, like
I can see it on their clothes, and they got dog and cat hair on their clothes and stuff like that. Like,
those are the kind of places you can't go sit on their couch because you're gonna get up and you're gonna be covered in. Like, don't nobody want to be
those problems. I like cats.
I've seen somebody dog like go through my leg, and you have on black pants, and you can just see the hair on your shit, and I just be like,
I don't like no shedding, dog.
I be like, ugh. Or I can see it in their car. I can see the pet hair in their car.
Yeah.
So the problem is when they go nose blind and they don't smell their animal. Right.
Oh, I don't like that smell.
Love dogs.
Dogs are cool, but
I like animals in
it's
general.
like having a child.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind like being around them and stuff like that. I don't fear them or nothing, or I could pet them or whatever, but I don't want them like, I don't want to live with them. Like, cause I've seen people, man, I seen dogs climb into people's beds and shit, and I'd be like, fuck is the hell no.
Oh yeah, they
You're not getting in my bed.
Look, oh, the sweet baby with her little doggy.
Can't get in my bed, bro.
dogs are cute though, but
And it's like having another kid is so much maintenance, bro.
It is. You got shots, you got vet stuff. If you're going out of town, you can't leave that dog at home.
They get cancer.
exactly. They do. They get sick. Yeah.
All the dogs, nigga.
God.
I'm good. I'm straight. Let me read some of these super chats, and then I'm gonna end this with something a little fun, a little interesting. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says I might have an additional question too. Said he loves Slim. Shout out to you, TS Car Wash and Detail Service. Kai says she ain't worth a damn if she keep dating men like that. 89 Merc says, what up, though? What up, 89 Merc? KWP says, learn how to maintenance your weave, America. Slave of Christ says, when I first saw her, I thought, is that Carrie? But when she started talking, that was a relief. Roll Damn Tide says chemical. Is that what it's how you pronounce it?
Oh, reaction.
Chemical reaction.
Chemical reaction.
What's up, girl?
Even though I went to LSU.
Hey.
Kai says every morning around 6 a.m. before I brush my teeth, she know what time it is. Yes, car washing detail services. Q talking like he a vampire. I don't hump in the daylight. Chemical reaction says, chemical reaction, I love you, girl, says Roll Damn Tide. Tell G says Brittany 2 for 2 with that hair down. They like you with your hair down, Britt.
Thanks.
Does she be having her hair up?
I do my hair however I feel like doing.
Well, the history of forever, she had this little antenna looking thing she used to do.
It was a bun.
It looked like a fucking antenna.
It was a bun. My hair was short.
Better reception with that.
That was actually my signature until I cut my hair.
Like, if you don't take that old 9 rabbit ears ass.
Yes, car washing detail services. Q listen to R. Kelly in the kitchen, big dog.
I do. In the shower.
TB2.
In the kitchen. In the kitchen.
Actually, Chocolate Factory, TP2.com, all of that hit. Construct.com says they are more secretive, but they can be so nasty. Daddy and the Caddy says my lady lived rent free, but she cleaned the house. Tell G says, Kim, which state have you had the best food in? I already know what she's gonna say. Louisiana.
Well, I mean, I do like Louisiana food. It just depends on what it is, because I like seafood. So I like the crab in Baltimore. I like the crawfish in Louisiana. In California, I like their salads. Oddly enough, they have really
that is so stupid.
Salad, iceberg lettuce.
Like I can seriously eat salads every day. I love salads.
It's
like
a
that.
salad.
Salad. A lot of people's salad, like the ingredients don't taste fresh, or the tomatoes taste like water.
If you say, "Oh man, I love y'all salads," that's an insult.
Right.
I mean, the rest of their food suck.
You just say like the Mexican food.
Well, they have
probably got some great Mexican food.
What's your favorite? So your favorite type of food is seafood?
Yes.
Brittany, what's your favorite type of food?
Mexican all day.
Yeah, I like that shit. I like that.
Mexican.
Molly, what's your favorite type of food?
Italian.
Facts. Let's go. Me too.
I do like that too. Yeah.
I love me some fettuccine Alfredo.
I'm surprised somebody ain't gonna say Chinese food.
No, fuck them dogs.
I had Chinese today.
I'll probably crave Chinese food once every 2 years. Like I just can't. I don't know. But I'm picky. So I don't eat a lot. Like I don't eat seafood at all.
I wouldn't say none of this stuff that y'all named is a favorite. I still like I like good old American.
Me
food.
too. Me too.
Bison meat is so much better, more lean than beef.
Burgers, pizza.
It can't just be no normal burger. It has to be bison.
Quesadilla.
I don't know. See, I like to either make my own burger or get it from like a little hole in the wall type place, like the real meat.
My brother, one of my brother's wives, the way I knew that he should marry her, she made these burgers. They were so fucking good.
Where'd she make them at? On the stove?
She made them on the stove.
Yeah, I don't fuck with homemade stove burgers.
She made them on the stove, and somehow she injected crumbled blue cheese in them. And I had never tasted it, and it was flame. It tasted flame broiled and shit. I had never tasted. It was juicy. I never tasted nothing like that in my life. I was
your arm be that kind of juicy. Yeah. San Diego has good Italian food.
She cooked the hell out of them burgers. And then she had made some soy chicken, so like some soy chicken or something like that. I was like, yo, you fucking running that shit up. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, you can marry her, bro. Let me read some more.
Like finding that I like in other countries. Like Japanese food is good in Japan. Like I like Jamaican food only in Jamaica. In the States, it's sweet, and I don't like that.
I had
That creates problems.
Japanese food. That's probably the best
What
food
is
that
Japanese
I
food? Like, what is it?
So, like for example, they have like it's really like a lot of noodles, stuff like that, and then they also do steak.
Oh, okay.
They do real good like wagyu, like the wagyu steaks and stuff like that.
Wagyu is crazy.
Whatever it is, that junk.
That's the hibachi. Hibachi is Japanese, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Shatong is amazing.
Yeah.
Out here.
Like they did is it like kimchi and all of that other type of stuff?
Oh, I love kimchi fries. Be so good. Like with some, oh my god. And
Yeah,
I
the
got
best
kimchi
ramen I ever had
burgers.
was in Japan too. The best ramen I ever had was in Japan. It was so good.
The best I ever had was on the flight to Japan, but it was like Korean Airlines, maybe.
Who'd you go to Japan with, Kim?
The first time was with a friend of mine. The second time, me and a cousin went.
Yeah, that junk was slapping. Japan was the trip.
That's where I want to go. Like I
want to go
to Japan.
Y'all gotta go.
It seems like
I want to go to Tokyo.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's incredible.
It's fun. I feel like right now this season, I've been seeing a lot of people. Like I feel like there was a memo sent out because everybody, at least people that I follow, have been in Japan. And I don't know if it was spring break because of the cherry blossoms, but everyone's in Japan right now. I'm like,
they got a really good nightlife too.
Yeah, it looks like a Mario Kart race, but just like clean. Like it just reminds me of.
It is clean, and it's a really good nightlife, and they be clapping too. They party.
Respectful, like where here, let's just say somebody gives you your change, they can put it on the counter and like slide it to you. They don't do that. Put it on like the little tray and they'll hand it to you. Just kind of a little battle going with it. Like very polite people, very clean place. Their technology is next level. I don't know what we doing over here.
I will also say that the only thing that fucked me up over there was it's the opposite time. So daytime over there is nighttime here. Well, it's the opposite time because it threw me off when it came to live streaming and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as to work, it threw me off because I was still maintaining everything and live streaming and everything. So that threw me off a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if they did that.
I'm always up when everybody. I'm sorry, Kim.
Right. I was just. It's just easy for me because I sleep on the plane, and so I'm up when we get there. And I automatically adjust. I've never had problems like adjusting, but that's because when I go places, I'm not working. Like I don't have to be on a time schedule where I still have to be upside down and right side up at the same time.
Yeah, it was great. I like that, and I loved Romania. Romania's food is trash though, but they nightlife, they party hard, and it's like that old school 90s party where motherfuckers still be smoking cigarettes outside of the club and shit. Like it's that type of partying. Like they let it all hang out, and even their gangs are friendly. So
they're who?
The gangs.
Oh, gangs.
How is a gang friendly? Excuse me, sir. Would you mind if I pop a cap in you right now? Like, how does that work?
I wasn't on that type of time. It was just like, how you in the streets and stuff like that, and like they hanging out. But you don't even realize it until you start talking to them, and it's like, oh, what's up? And then they start telling you what's happening and what spots is popping and all of that. And
oh, you didn't rob me. Thanks.
The prostitutes in Thailand was nice.
That type of time. The who?
The prostitutes in Thailand, they were really nice.
I will never find out.
Anyway, be nice.
It was a mistake bumping into them, but they was really decent women.
Yeah, I would never find out.
Said that was funny. She said the prostitutes in
Thailand. Only place that I never I didn't care for as far as like, I don't never have to come here. And I know it's a big place, and so you probably need to go to more of it, is when I went to the Dominican Republic. I was like, man, I don't never have to come here again, bro. It was so poor.
To the DR one more time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't need to go.
Like the DR.
I was like, I'm straight. I don't know why people keep coming here.
Because the women are beautiful.
I don't give a fuck about that.
It's beautiful.
Just beautiful women everywhere. It was beautiful women in Romania, honestly. So I'll never have to go there again.
Have you been to Puerto Rico? Even though I know that's in the country, but have you been to Puerto Rico?
Yep, I was just in Puerto Rico last year? Because I went there and then me and Aristotle was talking about buying a place there. So yeah, I was in Puerto Rico. It was dope. It was
I hear
really,
that really nice. I still haven't been. It hasn't been like on a bucket list of mine, but everyone that I know that goes, I hear great, like better things about Puerto Rico than the DR. Like when they go.
No, I would go to Puerto Rico before I go back to DR all the time, all day long.
Agreed.
All day long. They roads is kind of fucked up, but you get a Jeep and then you good. Like when you go there, you get a rental car, you get a Jeep, and you all right. So Puerto Rico was cool. There's a lot of partying in Puerto Rico, but you know that's what it is there. A lot of resort life, water, food was incredible. You know, it was good.
My dream, I don't even know if it's considered. I guess it is a vacation, but it's not really a specific place. I've always wanted to do like one of those train rides, like where you it's like where you can sleep on the train and all that, and go like the Sweden like train rides where you're in the mountains. And that is such a dream of mine. That's really my number one thing I want to do before I go anywhere. That's what I really want to do.
When you go to these Asian, my next on my bucket list. Well, okay, so my next 2 trips is I'll be in London at the end of this month, and right after that, I'm gonna be in Brazil. So
that's why I said I want to go to Brazil.
I haven't been to either one of those places, so we'll see what's popping off. I'm going to Manchester.
London, you get up early.
London is what?
Get up early and it rain every day. So I'm just like, you get up early though, you'll be okay. But just in Europe in general, it gets dark really early. So for somebody like me who gets up at 12, 1 o'clock and it gets dark at 4 o'clock, it's just like, okay, what happened to the day?
Well, the only thing about traveling, and this is one thing about being single versus having a family, if you really want to live life, everything is triple. Everything is triple. So you can't just hey, you know what? I'm about to take a first class flight, or I'm about to take a Delta One flight. That shit is always triple. That's the one thing about having a family, is everything is 3 times as expensive. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's worth it. To give your kid a good experience and all of that type of stuff is really worth it. So
when you go to London, you have to go to Salisbury. That's where Stonehenge is. So you can take a bus to Stonehenge, and I think that's fine. I mean, if you're all the way over there, you might as well go see it.
Yeah, I want to go to Singapore. That's on the list. I haven't been to Singapore, so I'm gonna get to Singapore one day. Only because I've seen Crazy Rich Asians. So the movie, that was a good movie. So it's a few places that I haven't been to that's definitely on the bucket list. And then there's some places that got removed from the bucket list, but definitely some places. One thing about it is though, I don't care about the Middle East. I'm not like enamored with trying to get to the Middle East like a lot of other people are. I don't need to visit the UAE. I don't need to visit Dubai. I don't need to I probably will at some point, but I don't trip about that.
I always wanted to go to Egypt. Like since I was like 10, I always wanted to go to Egypt. That was actually my number one for the longest. I said that when I got married, that was where me and my husband were gonna go. Or I actually said when I turned 40, I wanted to take like a big trip to Egypt. But now I'm kind of like, I'm not.
Next year.
Yeah, well, now it will be next year, but I'm not. It's not really like a dream of mine anymore. I don't know. Like I'm like, it's just not really that important to me anymore.
And I don't have to go to it was somewhere else. I don't need to go anywhere in Africa.
I enjoyed.
I knew you was gonna say that, Kimmy.
I did.
Like, where did you
go? I knew you was gonna say that, but I do want to visit one day. I want to go to Jerusalem.
And Israel was crazy.
I do.
Zionist on the panel. It's time to fuck with it. These current
Jerusalem is a little bit
zeitgeist.
different. They're not so secular. I like Tel Aviv.
I love Tel Aviv. It's so pretty.
It's so
It was previous.
gay.
It is.
It's like the gay capital. It's like the gayest place in the world, I believe.
Somebody said
It's
they
extremely
don't like
gay.
seeing poverty in the real world. Why would I pay my money to go see poverty?
That shit is stupid.
Anytime I go somewhere, I don't want an all luxury experience because I feel like I could get that at home.
No, that's true too. I'm with that. But why would I be, if I see it or I experience it just from authentically traveling or whatever, that's one thing. But I'm not chasing poverty is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going somewhere to try to go see poverty. Yeah, that's not the goal. Like, the goal is to go just get a different cultural experience. And if you just so happen to see some things like when I was in Jamaica or Otros Rios, stuff like that, and you go into certain places, you get to see how people really live. Okay, well, this is this experience. I'm not going there for poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the goal.
Some people want to stay on a resort and get drunk all day, and I don't. I want to go see stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even like to book all inclusives because I feel like all inclusives keep you from venturing out and seeing what's actually in that place, because you're like, well, I already paid for lunch over here. Why am I going to go to lunch over here where everybody else is? So I would just rather get a nice hotel, venture out and do everything and be gone all day and then come back and go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm going to read the rest of the super chat shortly. I want to know what y'all think about this really quickly.
Oh, you know you want to mingle. It's so good, I should never be single. Oh, you know you want to mingle. It's so good, I should never be single. He loved the way I throw it on the back, hands down. Put it on a make a wanna wipe a bitch down. He loved the way I throw it on the back, hands down. Put it on a make a wanna wipe a bitch. He loved the way I throw it on the back, throw it on the back, throw it on the back, throw it on the back.
All right, so why is this relevant? Why is this relevant? Because
why the dude have to turn around?
What is he about to do after that?
The reason that I had to play the video is because all 8 of those Chick-fil-A employees were fired over the viral dance.
It's vulgar.
Even though they said that they filmed it after hours, they was all let go.
They're closed on Sundays.
They were all let go for doing the viral dance. And so I want to know what y'all thoughts are. Do y'all think that they all should have been fired for doing the dance after hours?
Yep, go work at Burger King.
Was the guy representing the itty bitty titty committee or what?
I can't speak for him. Only thing I'm just.
There was a lot of bouncing going on in all.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of
whatever.
And
I like them
then
big old nasty
Chick-fil-A is conservative.
Just
That's the problem right there. Like, I mean,
Burger
it looks
King, they would have been lit.
all the people having fun and doing stuff or whatever, but I got lemonade from Chick-fil-A earlier today and they said have a blessed day. So that and the video, they don't go together. So I understand why it happened. That's
maybe at Popeyes.
Right.
But not Chick-fil-A.
Do y'all think that it was right to fire him or no?
Yeah, they have a certain standard for their company. That ain't it. And I'm sure they
Even if
probably
it was filmed after hours?
It's still in their work uniforms and in the
It
building.
ain't uniforms, yep. Because that's what my company they said. Don't do shit in our uniform. You better take that shit off.
We were just look ghetto. Like that's just ghetto.
it
They don't have that reputation. It's like Lex said, it's not Popeyes or Church's Chicken. It's
If it was
Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes,
Like,
they
they have
would
a
have posted
reputation
that,
for a
and they
reason.
would have been like Church's up next.
You got 24 hours to respond.
Yeah,
That's
24 hours to respond. Yeah, facts.
Popeyes and Churches, that's ghetto chicken.
And they
So
could
can
be
do
talking
that
about
there.
breast for the chicken. They could have sold it with Popeye.
I don't like it when gay men do challenges that the women are doing. Like,
He was probably the one that
I thought that shit was hilarious. Like, I saw that shit yesterday. I died laughing.
I don't care if people are choosing to be gay. I don't like it when they do the challenges that women do, is what I'm saying. Like you could do whatever you want to do in your own life, but why you got to do the challenge that women are doing?
34.
They want to be us.
And then he took it to the next level. He turned around and started talking. They never just do the regular dance. They always do more. I don't understand
You gotta show these bitches up, playboy.
The man probably got them fired too because they conservative. He acting gay. Anybody got time for that?
He was like
Chick-fil-A.
the manager. His outfit looked like he was a manager.
I seen the man who owns it, and he's very family oriented. Like they run a whole bit, like family like a business. They don't play that. It's a bad reflection.
They can't say
They
they
get to
can't claim
Popeyes and
racism.
churches. That's not racist. They just happen to be black doing some black ghetto junk.
No, I said they can't claim racism.
Oh
They
yeah, they better
hired
not.
like
I don't know if they should have got fired. I don't think it mattered. I mean, I'm not against them getting fired because if that's the policy, that's the policy. I don't know. I guess it could have went either way. They fucked around and found out. So
I just want people to sit down. I just think we do too much.
Stop trying to go viral.
Stop putting it up on the internet. That's
we
where
were just
you're
talking about that yesterday. Yeah.
Everybody just wants attention. It's like I don't know. It's
filming
annoying.
everything.
They got it.
True.
I was say going viral do not be all it's cracked up to be like people be thinking.
No.
and if you play that song, and he's like, oh, I want to do the challenge too. I bet you they didn't even ask him to do it. I bet you they didn't even ask him to do it. He did that on his own.
I think he's the one that choreographed the whole thing. He the one that got them all together.
My turn.
He's like, this the dance we gonna do.
Doing too much, bro. Got too much going on.
Were they managers that was in that viral dance too? They own managers?
I have no idea.
Because their shirts were different. That's why I asked.
Yeah, the guy, I think he was actually a manager.
Let me ask y'all a second question, just in general, just on some chill stuff. There's this conversation that's going online with women, and I could play a reference if y'all want me to. There's a couple of different types of videos. The first video is women saying, well, a rich man is not going to pluck you out of obscurity, right? And that's basically women coming online and saying, hey, listen, these guys is not checking for y'all. You think that you would go on, to a 5-star hotel and then they're going to save you from your life or whatever. And then it's a second type of video where women are like, no, I live this life as far as like, I'm in these circles. I've been to the Ivy Leagues and all of this stuff. And, why don't you think that they would? Why wouldn't they? And then it's another group of women that's saying, I live this life where I was raised in this type of environment. These are the type of women that they look for. And they are saying that it's all based off of proximity in your social circle, right? So here's my question. Where do you go to find a rich man?
Golf course.
Golf course?
The club?
They do congregate at the golf course.
That's like real hole, nigga. What is it? You just walk around the golf course?
No, they be out there.
That just sounds weird to say. Just go to the golf course. Like,
No, some girls try to get little jobs. Sometimes you can try to get a little job and then you'll run into them.
Why y'all didn't say rappers and stuff like that? Why y'all ain't say them?
Rappers.
Or athletes?
They everywhere.
No, I'm saying like when I said where do you go to find one? How come y'all only associating it with like
well, because
recreational use.
So I feel like rich is like new money, probably temporary because you don't know what to do with your money. I'm looking at wealthy.
Yeah, a difference.
Where do y'all go? Okay, so golf course. Where else?
The Soho, Chicago.
I think
that's
proximity.
Where y'all living,
Some nice like cigar lounges have. Well, I would think. Nice like upscale restaurants.
Why you say ugh?
Cigar
feel.
lounges are for men. They are for men. I don't know why women like going there unless you're thirsty. You're
Women
gonna
will go to a
smell
cigar
like
lounge.
cigars.
Yeah, I
Why
don't
do you
like
want
the
to? It's
smell.
so masculine in cigar bars. I'm
But
not
if
gonna
you're
try to
looking
meet
for a
no.
man, that's where they're gonna be at
You.
with money. So, like, not that you
Mm-mm.
should want to. Well, they have like some out here. They're kind of set up a little bit different from what I've seen. Like they're cigar bars, but some of them have like a restaurant. Like they have like some nice kind of like clubbish ones too. So I guess it just depends. Not just a regular cigar lounge, but I've known of rich men to be in cigar lounges. Like I've
What
heard that.
about?
I have a lot of
Because
clients, so I hear these things. Like
They do, but that's.
they got these. I'm gonna name some places, and then y'all tell me yes or no, and give me the context. High end gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
But don't go there trying to find a high end man if you're at the
They
beginning of your
cheaters.
journey. No, but I'm saying like the start of your fitness journey and you still 250. This is not.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
That's what I'm
Start off
saying.
at Planet Fitness and work your way.
All right. High end hotels and the lounge or the restaurants.
That's what I was thinking.
It depends because you can start looking.
You gonna look like a prostitute? No,
Right.
you could. Yes, they are there. Yes, they're definitely there. They're definitely in the lounges. But if you just wander around a hotel and then you ain't got no business there.
Exactly. You got to look like you about your business. You can't just show up and just be at the bar just casually. That. Yeah.
Unless you're at the airport, maybe.
Go to
Maybe a
80
nice.
All right. Airport lounges.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
I would say airport. You got a better chance, but. Who want to meet somebody at the airport? Y'all traveling, about to go separate ways. I just feel like be in proximity or find you some friends who are in those circles. I think it's easier if you are just in that social circle. I think it's easier if you know girls who date higher quality guys. Be where they go.
Kimmy, first class flights.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right. Social clubs like New York, Los Angeles, they all got like these high-end social clubs where it take like you got to pay a membership fee in order to, be a part of it or want stuff like that. I don't know if people are familiar with them.
Yeah, it depends on the fee because a lot of people will try to get into the social club to look like they're about something, but they're really not. So if the entrance fee is not high enough, like if the membership fee isn't high enough, or if it's not like you have to be referred by another member, then no.
Okay. I'm gonna go all over the map, y'all. So give it to
I
me.
was gonna say like if you work at like a nice restaurant or bar or something like
That's
that,
what I was
you
gonna
can
say.
definitely.
A high-end bar.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
one of
love
the
to
probably
eat.
the easier places because a lot of wealthy men tend to travel a lot and eat out a lot. They like to sit at bars. It's very, very, very. That's probably one of the easiest places. Go to a nice place with some food or some nice drinks. Yeah,
Especially like at a certain time, like
early in the day.
Yeah, I think a lot of them, like in the daytime, they have like little business lunches and stuff like that. That definitely is a good time.
Because like if it's really a man about his business and you're there during the like lunchtime or whatever, and he's conducting this business meeting, he's not looking at you. He's not looking for you. He's conducting business.
There's always
I said if you're working there. I don't know if you just in there trying to just find you a man, but it's easy to pull one if you like a bartender. Sometimes that's a cheat code. Go wait some cocktails with cocktail waitress. Maybe
What
work
about
at the casino.
What about the clubs?
What clubs?
Scammers.
Like the
You gonna find
nightclub.
more scammers.
And the nightclub bottle section, baby.
No.
Scammers.
Maybe a gentleman's club type strip club where the white men go.
Okay.
Like out here.
No, because and I say that because you do have some wealthy black men who like to go to those places too because they tend to be classier.
What about
polo matches? Somebody just brought that up.
What about casinos?
It depends.
I would say it depends.
So if you at the slot machines, no.
And if you work there, I think it's easier if you work at these places.
But what if he's in a high limit room slot machines? Those are a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. Work there.
You know what's funny
What
is
if he
I
got
feel
a bad
like,
habit?
like back in the day, especially like when I first moved to, not first, but like around the time I first moved to Atlanta, a few years after, I would run into rich, I'm saying rich because whatever, but like men who had money doing the most random stuff. Like I would be walking into a mall. Like I never was the type to go somewhere. First of all, I'm not seeking that, but it would just be me going into Saks. And it don't even have to be me shopping in Saks. I could be walking through Saks to get to the regular part of the mall, and you know what I mean? You'll just run into people, or they'll be like, you know what I mean? And they'll try to talk to you. So it doesn't even have to be that specific. You can be wearing a regular mall outfit, and they will try to talk to you if you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be that serious because they're everywhere. I think rich men go anywhere. So
what about let's separate it now. Let me ask y'all some different questions. Which city do y'all think you're more likely that a woman, maybe not y'all, but just like a woman would be more likely to find a rich man?
Orange County, California.
I was gonna say Cali, but
I don't know. They're all over the place. There's extremely wealthy men here in Michigan. Extremely wealthy.
Yes, it is.
But it depends what kind. Like when I think of the Bay Area wealthy, I don't think of black men per se. I think of like, you know what I mean? I think of wealthy, but I don't think of like a black wealthy when I think of the Bay Area. But you can definitely find some wealthy men in North.
Let me ask. All right, so let me pivot for a second. Well, how can you tell between a guy that has money and the guy that is selling you on he having money but he don't really got it like that? How can y'all tell? How can you tell a guy that's fronting?
He's dressed way too. He's showing his money too much, in my opinion. Like on the outer, like from the chains to the name brand. He's name brand this, that, and the like. A lot of wealthier guys that I've come across, or even know personally, like they're super chill. Like they might have a nice little chain, nice little watch, but that's about it. They're not Gucci this, Gucci that. They're not doing all of that. You know what I mean? Like they might have a nice car that they might park in valet, but they're not hopping out the whip with, I don't know, it just looks different. You could tell a new money dude compared to a dude who's just like established. So
y'all don't want to be with a new money dude?
Like
I wouldn't mind.
He can be
temporary, like that's not.
I don't mean it's temporary. It just means it's newer.
Yeah, you can. Of course, like if he just came into some money, that's fine. But I think the way that he carries himself is what's going to matter. You know what I mean? Like you can have new money, that you got to start somewhere. But the way that you carry yourself with that, don't be overly flashy. Don't try to show the world that you just came into some money. You know what I mean? Like be a little discreet with it.
What about if a guy has money but he's in a certain industry, do you avoid him?
Yes. Drug dealing industry? Yeah.
No, not nothing illegal. Like is it
rappers and athletes? No, thank you.
Yeah, like athletes and rappers.
Right.
Shout out to them, but I'm not built for no rapper athlete. I think I know too many.
The other thing is like, so Anton, your question a second ago is like, how do you know the difference? The conversation a lot of times will tell you the difference, right? So people who are really established in their money tend to have a more intellectual conversation. So the newer money or the I came up somehow, won the lottery, played a game, made a song type stuff, their conversation is generally more surface level. They can't follow you down rabbit holes of intellect. And so that's the biggest separation for me. And so like the rappers, not to say that there's not some smart rappers or smart football players or whatever, but I'm not going to sit up and talk about the weather all day.
I've found that they all kind of move the same. Business people, rappers, maybe not rappers, but athletes. I think they kind of all. I think a lot of them, maybe not rappers. I think the rappers may be the lowest rung right now. But I find that they kind of treat women the same. I think that the misconception sometimes is that like the business people or the prestigious people won't dip off on a woman or don't give a fuck about her or all of that type of stuff. I think that they are just as notorious for doing it. They just don't get as much of a reputation. But I think they're pretty notorious for doing it also.
I agree, but I also think that a man of means, generally speaking, especially if he's not new money, can kind of tell what a woman is about. You know if this woman is with you for your money and you're going to treat her accordingly. You know whether or not this is a long-term investment that you want to make and you're going to treat her accordingly. And so, yeah, they're going to do exactly the same things as a rapper, a baller, or whatever is going to do with this same do-nothing woman with this extra bill that's showing up. Like, this is not an investment, it's a bill. You're going to treat her like a bill.
I think it's just like in the visibility level too. I'm good. I don't need anybody super visible. That's just me personally.
Yeah. I've also noticed that I think that it's people that may not be as known or visible that has a lot of money, but they still are flashy too. Like I've seen business people that have had money for a while. They not new money, but they flashy as fuck too.
I would say I've met a man from Birmingham, and he was very rich, very flashy. He had nice suits all the time.
Yep.
He talked about his money a lot.
Yep. They be just as flashy sometimes. People don't know that.
Sometimes, but I feel like if you talk about your money all the time, you're not really about anything else. Like that's your selling point.
Ain't that what women want though?
Well,
because it's hard to say don't do it when women are having a conversation about that's what they chasing, right?
But it depends on what kind of woman you're looking for. Like, I mean, yeah, you can pull any woman, you know, just randomly walking like a shallow woman walking around with your money hanging out. Yeah. But I mean, is this who you want to be the mother of your children, to carry on your legacy, to like have your back if times get bad? No, because she's not going to be there.
I don't know if they're trying to keep him for a long time though.
I was about to say that. I don't even know if they're trying to marry him.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. It depends on the kind of woman you want. If you just trying
Some of them already been married, already had kids. They just want somebody to have fun with.
Yeah. I think that a lot of girls, I'm not even sure if they start off saying that I want to marry a guy. I think that they just want to enjoy a lifestyle. And I think that that's really what it is. They want to be free of having to worry about if they go out with a nigga, do they got to pay for they have, or because I don't even think it's so much about a rich man, right? I mean, we use those phrases and we use those terms, but I think a lot of it is just about women wanting to live a softer life and be a lot more comfortable. I think that that's really what it is. And if they get around a guy, because he don't even have to be per se rich, but if they get around a guy that's well off, they enjoy the fact that he's well off. And when they go somewhere, they know they ain't got to pull out their wallet, or that he not asking her to go 50-50, or that, you know, he not going to be hitting her up saying, hey, can I hold some money for this and that or whatever, so on and so forth. I think that that's the goal for a lot of women nowadays. Not all of this independent shit that wore off. I think they looking for, like, you know, a better lifestyle and a fun time. So then when they go out, or when not even when they go out, but when they are with a guy and he say, hey, listen, I'm about to go over to this other state. You want to come with me? She 100% in, like, hell yeah. So I think that that's what I think that's now the thing that women are kind of chasing right now. It's just like, I want a guy that's a little bit more established and got some, you know what I'm saying, got a little bit more than average. I'll put it like that.
Security.
So, well, they don't get security from it unless he married, though, right? But
no, but
I
even
don't
in
think
that
they're tripping off a marriage either. I just say, hey, listen, you my boo thing. I'm with you, and I'm rolling with you. And they could. They wanna make sure that their car ain't busted up and broken down and all of that shit.
Because these men are buying women businesses now. Like they don't even really. You don't have to marry them. You could still be like a girlfriend. And
Yep, that's true.
I know some guys who got some businesses for their ex-girlfriends, and it's just like they not together, but he like is helping her out. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's simping, but
No, I mean
some
that's
men
true.
got it like that.
I know guys that put women up in real life, and when I say put them up, they put them up.
Mm-hmm.
And the chicks don't trip. They ain't causing no problems. They stand out the way.
I think that's like certain women who can handle that though. I don't think. I think the average woman
is trying to get
probably
right.
need a 50-50 relationship, to be honest. So I don't think a lot of women, because like it's gonna be trade-offs like with anything. So if you want a certain lifestyle, it's gonna be some trade-offs.
That's true.
You might gotta listen a little bit more.
Somebody said this is what kings and rich men have always done. I agree. That's a different level. Like if you just a regular nigga, then you think differently than a person that is putting somebody up for their convenience. They're not tripping off money the same way that regular people are. They don't give a fuck about money. They look at it as a tool to make their life easier. So any other thoughts?
Nope.
No pressure, chilling, getting to it. All right, let me read some of these super chats, and then I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. Tell G, is there anything else that y'all wanted to discuss before I get to this? Tell G, thank you for the super chat. Kai says, bruh, single woman's bathroom looked like a tornado hit it. Evil Shade X says, I've lived with women, roommates for a couple years now. Y'all ain't as clean as y'all try to present. Construct says, no woman can cook or clean better than me. Facts. I also think that men cook better than women too, but that's a whole nother.
I agree.
I do too. Mm-hmm.
Construct says they work harder, not smarter most of the time. Super Chats Got Me Broke says 82 real. Every single chick with an Ultima, their interior always messy and dirty as F, never clean. Evil Shade X says none of my stuff went missing until I started living with a woman. Just throwing it out there.
I mean, your hoodie is our hoodie. Let's be realistic about that.
The Prince says facts. I live alone and my home is always clean. I'm OCD, but I pay for a cleaning service once a month to deep clean as well. Cleaning service come in clutch, bro. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says 80 thoughts on Trump telling Erica Kirk to sue Drewski. I haven't heard that, bro. I haven't seen it. So I don't have no thoughts on something that I'm not familiar with. Think First says Stephen A is on LeBron A over his comments. Construct says it's like I hung out at Spelman College with y'all. Spelman is a female. It's a it's too, but 50% Simp said the South talk has got to stop now.
I like this guy.
Akin says home cooked food the way to go.
Agreed.
Chris Cunningham says I know some nice Italian restaurants in New York. Thoughts on the Tory album? I have not listened to it yet. That's Mac. Thank you, my friend. William Collins says Mushroom Kings is in the building. Salute to the Kings. The Prince says, y'all please stop talking about food this late. I've been in a calorie deficit for 2 weeks getting ready for the summer test. I'm disciplined right now.
Come on, summertime fine. You can do it.
I'm going to get that new BLT burger from Whopper.
Okay, first of all, that's disgusting. Didn't you say they had pepperoni on it or something?
Yep, that's where I'm going right after this. Straight down. Yep, fact.
A whole heart attack.
A BLT burger from Burger King.
With pepperoni.
Pepperoni. That don't even.
BLT Whopper.
You
Hell
talk
yeah,
like
nigga.
he 300 pounds, bro.
I'm 220. 220.
So Anton, have you ever tried Savannah Blue in Detroit? I have. I've eaten at most of the night spots, most of the spots in Detroit. Very rarely. I'm not sure it's too many places I haven't.
Blame it on the chat. I didn't even know they had one until somebody in the chat said it. So blame it on them.
TS Car Wash says San Juan, Puerto Rico is nice. I've been to Hawaii, Honolulu, and Bali. This year,
spelled it wrong.
Yeah, but we know it. This year, definitely dope. Went to Alaska in January. I got to get to Alaska too.
I want to go on an Alaskan cruise so bad. That's the only cruise I want to go on, and nobody wants to go on a freaking Alaskan cruise. They're like, it's cold. I'll go. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I would so go.
Construct says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Tell G says, hey, whoever the last one was in that video, fire him, rehire him, then fire him again. TS says, I parasail, skydive, and also did the jetpack fun. That's what's up.
I've done all of that. That jetpack thing is so fun.
Somebody said, easy is Midtown Manhattan, NYC, and the financial district. Slave of Christ says, I went to Santo Domingo and came back to Atlanta and thought, what did I come back to? A co-worker went to Colombia and said the same thing. Men who went to Brazil came back with the same response. If I ain't going for the hoes though. TS Car Wash and Detail Services, we'd be at upscale steakhouses and yacht clubs. First of all, I can't afford to be hanging out at
yacht clubs. We in Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Slave of Christ says the manager, who was obviously rainbow, does not understand how to properly lead women, led them into unemployment. Facts. Justin Cotton in the building says he's there so he don't get Slimmy there so he don't get fined. No, you're not. Slimmy is chilling. John Doe says I'm with Q. I only have sex at night and mainly in the bed. Besides pleasure, it helps me sleep through the night. When the sun is up, no sex. Kills my drive and energy to do work. What is wrong with y'all, bro?
Y'all just don't want nobody to see y'all naked.
No,
Yeah.
some people
You don't
don't
want to
like.
do it in the daytime.
I said I did it at night. I didn't say I did it in the pitch black, nigga.
Oh man, that's good, Lex. I like that.
No, that wasn't good, nigga.
Lex, that was perfect.
That
Yes,
wasn't
it was.
good, nigga. Because I like looking at titties, nigga, and I can't see the motherfuckers in the pitch black. The fuck you talking about?
But you only want to do it at night, though.
Nigga, it's still, nigga, the TV be on, nigga. I got some candles sometime if I like you, nigga.
No, I think Lex is right. Y'all don't want people to see y'all in the daytime.
Nigga, they need to see what's about to happen to their vagina. What the fuck you mean?
My God.
Construct says, women,
What's wrong with your face,
women, would you prefer a man that treats you right in all the ways but has not financially stable yet, or a man who is rich but isn't available?
Well, if he's not available, why would
he can't treat you right.
Well, when he
Or
said
rich
I'm
but
not
not
available,
available.
he's saying that he's always working a lot.
The second one's cool.
Unavailable.
Right, that's not bad at all.
Because you
like
busy
rich and
making
unavailable.
money.
So y'all don't want the guy that treats you right?
No.
Rich
We
and
want
unavailable.
No, because he don't
like
want to.
that works a lot and is able to afford us. That's
We already had these conversations.
yeah.
I think ain't nothing worse than a
These
broke
women
angry
don't want that
man.
nigga at home at all. They want that nigga gone.
Are we
and out
going
the way.
four? Are we going 4-0? Everybody is saying maybe not available.
Yep.
Yeah, because that doesn't mean he's not a good guy. He's just not available. Like he can still treat you right. He's just working.
Not available.
Right.
I don't think a man that's not
Next
financially
super
stable can
chat.
treat you right.
Next super chat.
That's
Broke
what it really
angry.
is, because he's not happy. He's not focused on you.
Mhm. You gonna be his victim, his punching bag.
Burger King closed at 2:00. I got 45 minutes.
Go ahead, Q. You can go get your Burger King, bro.
Why don't you DoorDash it with that DoorDash man I sent you? But anyway, go ahead.
Nigga, that was like
Patty and the
6
Caddy
months ago.
says, don't
Shut
give
up.
her a business, issue her minority voting interest, but majority economic interest as an owner operator. And if you're going to simp, do it strategically.
That makes sense.
But he don't want to be involved in all that. He's just giving her the business. They're not
So
even
I have
together.
something. I heard this the other day.
Money.
What did he say? He said losing hurts harder than winning feels good.
That's correct.
It's like nothing.
That's very
good
true.
Feels.
That is very true.
I said it's like nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I feel like those two things go together.
That is very true. Losing hurts harder than winning. Winning feels good. That's true. That is a very true.
That shit kept me up all last night wondering. I didn't go to sleep last night.
What? Over that?
That statement?
No, my kid was supposed to call me. So I just stayed
Yeah, I
up.
remember that. That's why you're trying to use me to break. I remember that.
Yeah, his 72 hours at basic, so I didn't want to miss his phone call, so I stayed up all night.
With your daughter. I'm like, why was she?
I think it winning hurts more because losing hurts more because you can get used to winning. Like you can get used to the expectation. It's almost like money, right? Once you make it a long time and you make a lot of it consistently over time, it feels normal. But you never get used to losing. You
second guess everything.
Yeah, you never get used to losing. Losing always hurts.
That shit make your stomach hurt, nigga. You gotta go to the bathroom, nigga.
But you can win and be like, oh, this is
over it.
Yep. And you can just get used to it. And you'll create a higher threshold for what winning is supposed to look like. But losing in any capacity feel like it hurt. It hurt bad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what it kind of means. So. Any other thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a good week. Been a great month last month. It's gonna be a great month this month. What is that?
Onions and potatoes.
What's the name of it again?
Peppers and onions.
All right, let me pull it up.
I don't like it.
I'm not going to even talk about that song today when I thought about what I was going to make for dinner, and I was still debating.
Whoppers and fries is what I'm about to get.
I don't know. I'm about to play it. Don't worry about it. I got you.
If y'all think I'm not going to go get some onions and peppers and stuff tomorrow and make some stuff.
I think it's weird when people get a burger and they say, hold the onions. Like, nigga, what kind of vampire are you?
I think it's weird when you say hold the pickles.
Yeah, that shit is fucked.
I don't want pickles. I don't want tomato. I like onion, but I don't like thick cut onion.
You don't like thick stuff, or
I don't want them thick. Like I can do onion on a burger, but just not like super thick. But
the one that people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. Yeah, you got to be the one that people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes.
Not good.
I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person. I'm only human. Sometimes happy, sometimes nervous. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person. I'm only human. Sometimes happy, sometimes nervous. New to this game, I ain't been here long, so forgive me if I get this wrong. I get lost sometimes, literally I roam. I had to figure certain things out on my own. Make a phone call home to the ones I love. Shit crazy out here, hey, you high off drugs. To be real, man, I thought about pulling the plug so I can go fly high with the ones above. Yeah, I don't want to be judged, I just want to be me. Even though we buy chains, we just want to be free. I don't want to be judged, I just want to be me. We just want to be free. You got to be the one that people looking up to. Yeah.
All right. Want to get a verse in there. Let the chat decide how y'all feel about that chat. Trash.
It's not my jam, but it's for somebody.
I don't know what she was saying, but it made me just
like I wasn't gonna dance.
Sounds a little depressing. I don't listen to that kind of music. Where they talk about their feelings all day. I'm straight.
We thought we was closing out the show on a good note, and you had to play that trash ass song. It's crazy.
Absolutely proved the point.
Oh, now that's way different.
absolutely prove the point.
Kanye don't really rap about bad stuff, and his stuff sounds good.
Now, when that, I don't know, bro.
Some of Kanye's songs.
You asked me to put that on, or if I got to put on "I Serve the Bass" by Future.
Future.
I don't listen to Future.
Yeah, oh, nigga. Everybody listen to Future. Stop.
I'm about to turn the bass knob up in my truck when I get in about 5 seconds.
I was just bumping Future this Sunday. The song this Sunday, like yesterday.
Are you throwing that mask off? Oh, man. This is different. Why are you shaking your head, Slimmy?
I'm going to get my Whopper.
So, Slimmy,
why you shake your head?
Listen to what you said.
It
still
popped.
talking about Future. You still talking about Future? Like,
chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. Mask on, fuck it, mask on, mask on, fuck it, mask.
This is never not gonna be good.
Percocet, Miley Percocet. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. 2 cups, toast out with the game. From food stamps to a whole nother domain. Out the bottom, I'm a living proof. Ain't compromising, $500,000 on the coupe. Drug houses, living like Peru. Graduated, I was overdue. I'm a pink money, I can barely move. Ask about me, I'm gonna bust a move. Red jacket.
Now, see,
okay,
Brittany, your point. That's your point for sure. I still don't know what he's saying either, but I do like. But
I'm just saying it hits different.
Chase the check, never chase.
It's always a vibe. Always.
When you listen, you'll never not listen to that shit.
Man.
Like
you can.
That's bad, man.
Drive for hours to Future.
Bad, man.
Bro, with your windows down.
Right down Lakeshore.
I don't hear no more shit.
You
I
can
don't hear
visualize
no more shit
yourself.
about the
You got
culture
that.
is toxic.
You on your way to go get some money, nigga. You been hustling all day.
Worst shit.
You were
Somebody
hustling
play some
all day,
shit that's
nigga. You got
positive for you.
That shit make me want to pull out some money right
That
now.
song was not positive.
Crazy.
Look at this shit.
You didn't even understand what she was talking about. Obviously, it wasn't
It
positive.
sounded like she was talking about the pressure of being famous or something.
Ocean now, cruising Biscayne, get top off. That's a liability.
Just so you don't understand.
Not period. That's how you feel in that man. Oh God.
Get it, Anton.
Lying. That's lying.
Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Mask on, fucking mask on, mask on.
That don't make you want to pull out some money, Slimmy?
I believe you're not talking about the degeneracy of the culture, and then be sitting up here bobbing with some money.
You can't never talk about it no more. You can't say
Future
it.
get a
Into
pass.
it.
I'm sorry.
At least you rapping about money.
That shit don't make you want to get some money, bro.
He rapping about money. The
bro.
name of the song is Molly Percocet. That y'all got it, man. Shit is ridiculous.
What, Slimmy? Why you take your camera off?
He's leaving
you ratchet to be ratchet.
I mean, he's not popular for nothing.
He's so retarded. Look at Anton. Wait, you got to do the sleeve, Anton. Put it on your arm and go like this.
Hold on, let me turn on the music first. Hold on. Got you.
Pink money, I can barely move. Ask about me. I'm gonna
let me get it set up.
Red James, 33 chains, 30. Ocean now, cruising Biscayne, get top off. That's a liability. Hit the gas, Boosting my adrenaline, big fun. Percocet, yeah. Miley Percocet, big fun. Percocet, yeah. Miley Percocet, big fun. Represent, yeah. Gotta represent. Gang, gang. Chase a chick, yeah. Never chase a bitch. Big fun. Mask on, yeah. Fucking mask on. Mask on, yeah. Fucking mask on. Big fun. Percocet, yeah. Miley.
Let me come back.
March Madness, one of my favorite songs. But you're proving my point that you
What
don't
am I
accept
proving, Slimmy?
You don't accept the things that are positive. You only want to hear.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't.
You don't think getting money is positive?
You don't. You don't. You talking about drugs, dog.
You change lives, bro.
No, you talking about drugs. Come on, now.
Bro, we changing lives, nigga. We getting all the money. Made me go into my book bag, get a bag, get a band, nigga. Get some money. He said chase a chick, never chase a bitch. That's what he said. You subscribe to that.
That has nothing to do with the point.
Okay, when you hustling and you getting money, you want to listen to Tierra Whack or you want to listen to Future, nigga?
I don't gotta listen to music. I don't have to listen to no music.
When you riding down the street on the way to go to get some money, you want to listen to Future or you want to listen to Tierra Whack?
It doesn't matter what's playing. I'm gonna get the money regardless.
Nah, bro, you need that motivation, nigga. Like riding
Future
down
put
the
you in a
street.
whole different mindset.
Dude, bro.
No, that's programming.
No, it ain't.
I like
man.
that programming.
It's
It's programming. It's programming.
I like that program.
I'm biased.
Oh man, nigga, you could just go make you a cool 10 grand off that music right there, nigga.
That's all I gotta do. Let me see.
I made a lot of money listening to Future.
Yeah, see what I'm saying, Sonny?
I can study real good, all that.
Yep.
Start thinking about that money.
Slimmy, here's the thing. If you riding down the street in a car, bro, fuck the money. Let's just say forget the money part. Let's say you riding down the street, right? And you trying to catch a vibe with a chick, or you trying to set, you know what I'm saying, just kind of riding down the freeway. You riding down the freeway, y'all just came from having a good time. Y'all about to hit the crib or something like that. You putting on Tierra, you putting on Future?
Don't matter. That wasn't the discussion.
Chief Keef.
Putting on Chief Keef? I'm with it.
None of that was the discussion.
No, this is a separate question.
Don't matter. It don't
What do you
matter.
mean? It's a direct question.
It doesn't matter. Like whatever she want to listen to.
No, you gotta say
I prefer to listen to R&B. I prefer
gotta-
to listen to R&B.
What you want to put on, some Tank? I'm asking, what would you put on?
No,
because I'm different. When
thousands
I'm
of
riding
R&B
down,
songs.
I'm
I
gonna
might
be
put
honest
on-
with you. This is the honest.
I might
to
put
God
on
truth.
Eric Bellinger. I could put
Nah, fuck
on
that shit. Listen,
The Pillow.
this is what I do. Like, this is how I vibe. When I'm riding down the street and you got something soft next to you, nigga, I put on that hood shit. I do. I put on hood shit. Like it be the most hoodish shit sometimes, and it be a vibe. And they love that shit, bro. They love it. I ain't putting on. I'm not serenading. Ain't doing none of that shit. The closest I'm gonna get to that is like some Drake. Other than that, nigga,
Yeah.
nigga, I'm blow some smoke in her face. Thug that bitch out, nigga.
What? You just went left.
Right. Whoa.
Nigga, I don't care about these hoes, nigga. I'm out here.
I ain't see that coming.
I shit. Any conversation coming.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all in fun and games, bro. It's all in fun and games. We all just having a good time.
Blow some smoke
We just trolling. We just trolling. It ain't real. So, Anyways, any other what happened to Quentin? Oh, he's the non-threatening black man right now.
Burger King.
He's non-threatening. So, any other thoughts?
Nope.
Let me read some of these super chats. Slimmy is funny. It's funny to troll Slimmy sometimes. Kai says, this the BS Slimmy was vouching for yesterday. See, what Slimmy got to understand is that the chat is just like me, right? They just be trolling for the sake of it. Like, they be having a good time. They be trolling. This nigga Quentin is in the car. Look at this shit, bro. This nigga's going to get some goddamn burger.
That is funny.
Joshua,
I won't cut off.
Joshua says, shout out to Slimmy with the onions, peppers, and pickle song. It was catchy. That did prove Slimmy point, though, says Kais. Yeah, we understand what Slimmy was saying. We just trolling him. Justin Cotton says she had a weirdo voice like a female Kendrick Lamar. Ronald Wallace says, all hell Queen Molly. She doesn't join the panel. She rules it. Every voice adjusts when she speaks. Unmatched presence, undeniable power. Grizz Tree says, I saw the light leave Slimmy eyes. Heartbroken. Heartbroken. Construct Icon says, two things to be true at the same time. Slimmy. Equal Opportunity Smoke says, y'all better be careful in them airport lounges in first class. I fly for free. And first class flights, you might run into me. I'm about to start lying. Daddy in the Caddy says, Anton is Unk with the YN energy. Moses Prophet says, Future at the same damn time. Yeah, that's a hit. That's one and two. Anton leaves Slimmy alone. We brother says Construct. Roll Damn Tide says, Anton chill, bro. Slimmy is love. Daddy in the Caddy says, Slimmy like music that dehydrates the ladies. Shout out to Roll Damn Shy says, yo, Anton chill. Slave of Christ says, play my song, Only Way, Slave of Christ. Oh, here we go. He trying to make all the ladies dry up.
I liked his song. I mean,
yeah, but it's not gonna get the ladies popping.
It may not, but it's still a nice song.
Any other thoughts, y'all?
It's time. It's time. It's time.
Look at Lex. Can't wait to get on the game.
Grandmaster, baby.
Can't wait to get on the game. Lex about the game. Quentin about to put on unnecessary calories. Brittany about to go to sleep. Molly is preparing so that she can clean the whole house tomorrow. Kimmy is about to get on the phone with Quentin.
And Anton's about to throw some money.
Slimmy is about to go get a Hawaiian punch.
Facts.
And Anton is about to do some work. How about that? All right, listen, we love to chat. Shout out to y'all. Have fun tonight. And we I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna stream on Sunday for the Million in the
Happy
Morning.
Easter, you guys.
Oh yeah, it is Easter. I might not on Sunday. All right, I'll figure it out. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
Bye.